Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. So, I've been meaning to send an email out to my cousin Dinkster, letting her know that there is a new YouTube video. So, I want to let you all know, first of all, I had a bath. The dirt water came out. It was black, basically, again. It's been like 10 days since I had a bath. Shaved my legs, did my girly thing, But you know how it is. I just figured, I would share you guys, some updates. So. Today I'm on YouTube. So I've been worried about my cousin Dinky, that's another thing. I've been basically, really pissed off at the world, due to the fact that I feel like I was abandoned, and I wasn't really abandoned, God's with me. Fortunately, we don't talk about religion here because, well, it's stinky, But anyways, I want to apologize to Chris. He called last night. I was furious. I was madder than a fucking blue tick hound. You wouldn't believe the shit I went through yesterday. And that's where I'm going to get into some tasty stuff, So as you can see, the dishes are piled up. For once, I actually have to show you the kitchen because I cleaned the kitchen. The kitchen got dirty. Last night, I nearly almost gagged. I was sleeping soundly, right? And I woke up, right? And the entire room was smoking. Literally smoking, and I was choking, right? Chloe used so many fucking spices. She's like, oh, well, I didn't think it was that much of a problem. It is a problem when I'm choking on smoke. Literally, I was literally feeling like I was going to die. I mean, that's how bad it was. I mean, literally, it felt like I was going to die, and she's just like, oh, you're okay? And I'm like, no, I'm not okay. And she, and it's like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, if you're going to fucking cook, turn the fucking hood vent on high and fucking vent the shit out. Instead, anyways. I mean, my cousin Dinky would basically, she's one of those that wouldn't use frickin' 4 packs of taco seasoning on a fucking can of beans, or chili and be like, all right. And then burning it to the point where you wake up and your lungs are filled with fucking garbage and you're almost basically dying of the fucking whatever, and you're just sitting there, and it's like, and then last night was bad because, I was talking to my dad and, the advocate said, Chloe, there's a chance Chloe could go to prison, Chloe could go to jail, Chloe can get probation, Chloe could, so Chloe fucking did another Chloe Spice attitude, contacted the crisis team and told them that if any police officers, she called them beaners, by the way, in spics, racist, touches her, by the way, we're a race of Caucasians here, so she can't freaking sit there and attack these people, due to the fact, that they're not Hispanic, that she was very violently angry, and the lady just said, get a bus ticket and leave. We don't want to hear from you again. And Chloe was angry. And Chloe's like crying and saying, I'm going to jail and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, look, you brought this upon yourself, And so, with me, I'm just sitting there going, look, you brought this upon yourself, And in the meantime, I decided today that I would do some spreadsheets. I should be gaming, but I've decided not to game due to the fact that I'm just fucking tired. Literally, I spent all morning this morning, 4.5 hours, reading my Bible. Almost got the Revelations again. But I felt bad last night, so let me tell you what happened. So I go in, I was getting ready to watch something on Apple TV. Yeah, I have Apple TV. Fortunately, I got charged boatload full of money for Apple, right? So I finally called Apple customer care. Now, I know my cousin Dinky. I love Dinky, and, she'll probably email me and say, I need to control my temper, I'm getting worse as Chloe. Well, last night I got charged, right? I got charged for Apple TV. And I finally decided, okay, I'm going to program into the Roku, right? But I've been having nothing but trouble with Apple TV on my computers, right? So I went ahead and decided to do Apple TV, right? And put it in, and I couldn't get through. So I called up customer service, and the lady was pissing me off. I mean, I had vulgarity coming out. She's like, I can't do anything, because it wasn't about the swearing. She understood. She even said that Apple should be sued due to the fact that Apple's a piece of shit company that's put in too much fucking security protocols. I mean, you don't have the security protocols for fucking Google or Microsoft. But Apple, they have so many things, right? If you don't, I mean, literally. So, like, for example, my government phone's been blown up. I can't use it, can't get text. So I had to go through so many back doors just to get it right. And then when I do confirm my thing, I even confirmed it on the phone. The lady's like, oh, well, your card, there's a problem with your card, right? There's a problem with my card. My card, there's a problem with my card, she said, right? Then she runs it from her end and charges me more. And then I'm like, you see, card's working, it's just saying the website's down, right? So she couldn't figure out what happened, literally. I was screaming and yelling and cussing, and it was pretty damn bad, So what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to clean a pot so I can have some lunch. Chloe's like, I'm going out to the store again. I was like, again, I have so much ramen, I'm just eating it down, My cousin, she loves me dearly, and I know my cousin's answer is you can't live on ramen alone, But you know what? Ramen's a quick and simple meal, and you don't want to fucking do much, And, one of the things I've been depressed about is the coroner's report was supposed to be in, right? It didn't come in at all, so I gotta rinse this off, get it prepared. I like my ramen, by the way, the chicken stuff. So I'm making some coffee right now, by the way. And then afterwards, I got soap and water and scrubbing it down, and But yeah, I mean, literally, I got angry, last night, And then my sister emails me, Teddy Bear, and she's like, "Wow, we need to talk." It's like, we need to talk. Is it important? Because, my nephew lost a lot right now. And to me, I'm just like, is it important? I mean, literally, my sister didn't keep in touch with me, but she wants to keep in touch with my nephew. Makes me wonder if there's something wrong with my sister, because my sister doesn't even, And so, And then my cousin Dinky, I want to email her and be like, hey, what's wrong with her? Why, I've asked her like many times, what's wrong with the depression? I think it has to do with her house. The good Lord is telling me some things. I think it has to do with literally about her house because, frankly, she's had, she keeps sending me pictures of her house ain't done, and there's a lot of problems with building supplies and everything else, and I'm just like, yeah, whatever, So Chloe wants to go out and get some fish patties or something. So I was like, okay, cool. Get some fish patties. Me on the other end, I'm just sitting around, and thinking about what to do, And so my birthday is next month, okay? So as you all know, my advocate contacted me and she wants to take me to dinner or lunch. And, do a little shopping too, And I was like, cool, we'll do this, So I'm going to be spending lunch with her. And I thought that was like the nicest thing. She's like, let's do lunch, And I was like, cool. But she also basically turned around, and was saying, look, you can rely on the law enforcement to do their job, or Chloe could just fucking leave. But Chloe's basically in tears, like, oh, I paid my rent and I did this. But thing is, she hasn't even paid the electric bill in several months, and that is really, upsetting me to the point where, I keep plopping money down, And Dad, he's like, well, look, and talking about Dad for a minute, right? Everyone turns around, and they're like, they're like, Dad was talking to me the other day about a car, right? So Chloe's on the phone, arguing with me, and I'm on the phone to Dad, and he's like, tell that fucking cunt that she can get a car when she gets a fucking job. Disabled people don't need a car. Well, Chloe fucking really is angry. I'm like, dude, Dad has his own fucking opinion, Fortunately, that's just Dad's opinion, And I agree with him, but Dad and I were talking about cars, and I'll tell you something, the most stupidest thing with Dad, right? So Dad turns around and he asked me the other day, I need an opinion on something, and I was like, oh, great, Usually I tell him, oh, yeah, my family's great, Tara's great, Corey's great, and he's like, that's great. Well, I was talking to him about something, and then he turned around and he said, "Do you think I should buy um, that used car?" And I said, "No." And he said, "Why? Please explain it to me." I said, "Well, your friend already told you why. You took out X amount of money off your card, and or your account, your retirement fund, and you need to buy a car because your minivan's you're driving it into the ground." He's like, "So?" I said, "So, because you're driving it into the ground for 11 grand down, you can get yourself one of those Kia Souls that are dirt cheap and just fucking use it, right?" Well, Dad turned around and he's like, "But, this one here." So here's the deal. Dad got offered a 2009 Toyota RAV4 that was babied, right? We don't know if the frame's falling apart, if there's rust particles, nothing. All we know is it's a piece. It's got 120,000 miles. It's 2009. It's always garage. It's babied. So I finally turned to Dad and said, "Look, Dad, if you're going to fucking waste that kind of money, you can get a warranty for 10 years on a Kia Soul, right? And you're 70 years old. Just fucking get a car. You'll be 80 before you need it. If you're not driving it everywhere because of the pandemic and you're scared and all this." I mean, literally, if my cousin Dinky had 11 grand to put towards 2009 or a fucking brand new car, she'd choose the new car. I mean, literally. But you know what? He turned around and he was just like, "Well, I want." Thing is, he's giving his inheritance to his niece. His niece wants her to die as soon as possible. So, but if he has no retirement left because he keeps fucking eating out lately, I finally stepped up the plate yesterday and said, "Look, Dad, you're eating out too much. You're going to be fucking poor before you even fucking hit 75 if you keep eating out a lot." He fucking says, "Yeah, you're right." I'm like, "Look, you don't see me eating out." I had a bacon burger the other day. I told you guys about. Basically, it was a walking grease burger. I mean, literally, it was nasty, It was like Nasto burger, But Chloe, of course, they even greased up the fucking lettuce in it, And I just couldn't fucking believe it, And so, Dinky's always asking about this thing. That's why I had to turn on the camera on this angle for once because Dinky's always asking about little Boom Boom. See, he's doing okay, Dinky. If you're watching this. Everyone loves that little Huff and Pfeffer, especially Dinky's mom. Man, she's awesome. By the way, Nan, if you're watching this, you're awesome. So I decided to get on this morning, do some spreadsheets. I had 24 to do, so I'm just trying to clear out a few of them at a time so I can actually get things moving along so I can get work done and then be happy that I actually got something done, because I'm one of these people that I just taking my time, anymore. But with my depression, I'm just like, yeah, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it. Now it's like, better get it done before it gets too late, And so I'm doing what I can, but I'm also depressed, Coroner's report didn't come in today, and my family's like, "Oh well, it's not that bad, really." My sister Teddy messaging me like, "Oh, we need to talk," and it's like, it'd be like my cousin Dinky sitting there and messaging me and saying, "Hey, like get on Discord or get on Zoom. We need to talk." And it'd be like, at least my cousin Dinky would have the audacity to say, "We need to talk," and tell me the subject. Whereas Teddy just was like, "We need to talk." So I turned around and said, "Well, if we need to talk, this better be very important because usually, I've been depressed because of it. And, I don't trust, that. Now, if it has to do with my nephew, and he was brainwashed because of whatever, because of my sister's wording, then there's nothing to talk about. My door is open to my nephew, and if he ever comes around, he comes around. If he doesn't come around, well, fuck it. I ain't bothering with someone who's basically just going to sit there and loaf land, But I know what to do, and I know how to handle things, But the thing is, we just got to basically be prepared, And of course, and then I feel bad for Chris, because Chris called Chloe just got off the phone to Apple, and Chloe's like, "Look, Chris, call later. Rita's in a bad mood." I was very in bad mood. I mean, literally, I tried getting a hold of Dad to let him know to be careful because of that. He's like, "Oh, I'm going to log on and use Sunday's Apple." No, you're not. They basically, when you try logging into a new device, they basically put in like 2 or 3 different steps to just show who you are. And if you're not the account holder, you're screwed. I mean, I got discriminated so much yesterday. I was like, fuck it. I ain't dealing with these fucking son of a bitch bastard fart boxes, I mean, literally, I had nothing but fucking swearing. The lady actually said they don't make it easy for disabled people. She literally told me and Chloe with speakerphone on that Apple should be sued for it because some disabled people or elderly don't know there's a 2 or 3 step program. And if the phone's no longer available, they could delay it for months. Which, by the way, the other problem is for lawsuits, she said, is because how would you turn around and basically go ahead and and do something, right? You guys are going to sit there and say, oh, well, and you're getting charged for something that you can't use, right? And the lady's like, I can understand. That's where the lawsuit comes in. This morning I called my lawyer and I said, hey, I got a lawsuit for you that might just pan out, and I told him what happened. And he's like, oh my God, you basically got discriminated and double charged and more for freaking Apple, and they can't confirm your identity, and yet they're discriminating against you. I said I thought Apple was a fucking open-minded company, I gave him that. The lady told me to do this. The lady knew I got the emails. Everything came through, but the lady was very rude. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, it could take months for us to clear you. Well, what am I supposed to do? Tell my card company I need a new card because I don't want to do it, and then I have to restart over again, which means $15 for a card because you guys are fucking me over with fucking taking away my fucking money. I mean, this is Apple for you. Amazon doesn't do that. Amazon, you basically put your new card in, they'll edit everything for you if you have subscriptions, and that's it. But no, they don't do that. Apple, they're like, oh, we can't confirm you, because your phone's not working. Well, I did use the other phone, got a text, and now it's in lockdown mode, so I can't use Apple, and they won't let me. They're going to keep charging. So I said, you know what? So my lawyer said, look, if you're being charged for fucking services you can't access because these fucking peckerheads are discriminating against you as a person because they can't confirm who you are, even though your email's been cleared and everything else has been cleared, he says, then there's a fucking problem. These peckerheads need to explain themselves. Literally, So Chloe was kind of upset last night. I had a bag of chips for dinner. I was like, dude, what happened was, is I got done with my appointment with Dad. And then afterwards, I fell asleep for 5 hours or some 4 hours. I finally got done, and I got up and Chloe's cooking like crazy and the entire house is smoking, and I was like, what the fuck? And Chloe's like, I did all my seasonings. I'm like, dude. I mean, I was like hacking up a fucking lung last night. She was just like, oh, well, it's not that bad. And I had to open the windows and everything, and I was like, oh my God. And she's just like, oh, well, it's not that bad. Is it, Rita? And I'm like, I mean, literally, I finally just said, look, you can cook certain things good, but when it comes to fucking other things where you got a heavy spice and everything, it fucking is going to kill my lungs, And she's just like, well, I didn't think it was that bad. Really? You don't think it's that bad? Literally, I mean, that's the way it was. It was literally like, worst case scenario, and I thought I was going to fucking die, and she's just like, oh, well, it's not that bad. Really, it's not bad when I'm literally dying because you can't fucking, And that was the thing, and she's just like, oh, you need to calm down. I'm like, calm down? You're telling me to calm down when you fucking almost killed me with my fucking lungs? I mean, literally, I got fucking angry as hell. And all I hear from her was, oh, well, it's not that bad. You think it's not bad that you're killing my lungs because you think it's okay. Well, I thought it was great, really. So you think it's okay to fucking kill someone's lungs? Well, I'm like, So last night, I finally, after I woke up, had a dip, made some coffee, and munched on some chips. I put in a movie that I was fucking angry about. I was like, I couldn't find, right? And then I remember what Poppy said, check YouTube. some of those older movies are on YouTube. I was like, yeah, right. Well, it was there. So I put it in, watched it, and Chloe's like, what's this shit? What's this shit? What's this shit? Well, in the end, I was like, this shit is what I'm watching. If you don't like this shit, then fucking don't watch it. Well, eventually she fucking turned around and went to her room. And finally, I got done. And then I put in the Gospel of Luke again and fell asleep. Got up this morning around, I don't know, 7. I don't know what time I went to bed last night. Time wasn't important anymore for me. Due to the fact that I was just like, fuck it. And when I got up this morning, I was smiling, being like, oh, life is great. And first thing I did, might have been, 7 o'clock, I made some coffee and then I put my Bible in and I was just like, better read some more, because last night before bed, before I did the Gospel of Luke, I read too, and, this morning, Chloe got up several times to use the toilet. She's like, why are you reading your Bible? Why are you reading your Bible? Is your Bible that important? I mean, look, my cousin Dinky knows if I put Bibles for my birthday, that means there's something clearly good for me because, but Dinky's not religious, so technically she won't pick me a Bible anyways, even for my birthday. But Dinky knows not for me, and she knows also I won't bring up religion. But today I was reading my Bible, and then she comes out, she says, "You stink." I'm like, "Oh yeah, thanks." Read my Bible, drink my coffee, comes back out like 2 hours early. Why aren't you in the tub? You stink. Finally, I just decided, you know what? I'm good. I think I'll go straight there. I looked at the time. And I was like, oh, I got 2nd John, 3rd John, and Revelation. Then I start over. Meanwhile, I've been looking at 2 Bibles, maybe more for my birthday. Yet, I just emailed my cousin Teddy, or sister Teddy, about birthday presents. Like, what do you want? Because I always get her a birthday and Christmas present. I got to send Dinky a message saying, you better get off your ass, honey, and basically make me a Christmas list so I can send you stuff before Christmas. In between September and December is when I buy my Christmas presents, prepare, so, But anyways, I'm still around, so, but Chloe's like, oh, I can get to the Bible now, and you'll be early present. Yeah, but you didn't pay your fucking electric bill. Oh, well, I got your internet. Yeah, but you know what? I'm paying like $90 for fucking streaming services, and it pisses me off to no end. So to me, I'm like, fuck it. I ain't gonna fucking deal with some fucking, crackpot that's, And I've asked time and time again. I'd be like, can you leave? And she'd be like, no. Can you leave? No. Can you leave? No. Can you leave? No. I mean, literally, what is so hard about just packing up and leaving? Well, I paid the rent, and I'm entitled. Yeah, but I paid the electricity, basically, and, And so, she's all worried about the fucking, what do you call it? The legal thing, right? Basically, the court report states, I think she's still stealing from me because I can't get a receipt for the life of me, right? So I was looking over some groceries yesterday, and I was like, receipt? Oh, I didn't get one. Really? My advocate and I were talking about that when she was out. I was like, really? Yeah, we didn't get one. That's interesting. That's really interesting. We didn't get one. Of course, you know how I am. I'm like, fuck it. Trying to get her to fucking tell the truth. It's like fucking trying to find a needle in a haystack, But I was just like, whatever. And she's like, well, aren't you worried about it? I'm like, no. Don't you worry about it? No. How come you're not worrying about it? Because. Well, aren't you worried about it? No. Well, aren't you unhappy with it? No. Aren't you like really sad about it? No. Aren't you gonna do something about it? No. Aren't you? I mean, literally, it's like, and then she's all, oh, I'm gonna go to jail, No. Thing is, Dad said if she just fucking paid back the thing, I mean, last night Dad was like, look, you paid like 50 grand over the last fucking 5 years and you're still fucking owed money. And yet she's basically sitting there like, oh, I'll get you a great present, It'll be part of your present. And Dad's like, is that fucking stupid or what? And I was like, yeah. But, we were talking about the percentage, and my advocate said one thing, I said another thing. And then Dad says, I agree with my own statement. Nothing's going to happen, and I think your cousin Dinky realizes that too, So to me, I was just like, yeah. So this morning I was reading my Bible, trying to find guidance on what to do, because, I don't talk to Teddy that often. Dinky, messages from time to time with her cool pics of her house, and she's like, doesn't say anything. And I've been meaning to get her some links to what I want for my birthday. I'm just fucking like, do I really need this right now? Maybe Christmas, maybe birthday, maybe not at all. So, I got to make my purchase decision soon, and, the other thing is I haven't gamed in like 2 days. I mean, I logged on yesterday, told the guild what we're doing, and I never followed through. I was like so busy with Chloe screaming and spatting over every fucking little thing that I was just like, fuck it. I'll deal with this crap later, And that's what happened last night. I just dealt with it later. I was like, fuck it. And she's like, and I'm like, fuck it. And today it's like, oh, I'm going to the store, and I'm like, good, go to the store, I mean, literally, that's her way of doesn't want to do anything. So to me, I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna fucking make some fucking ramen for lunch and be happy, Of course, I don't mind a good bowl of ramen. Of course, she's just like, oh, aren't you worried about your ramen? Nope. As long as the pot's clean, I can make ramen anytime I want. I got my measuring cup out and I just fill it up, make it out, I mean, I had ramen the other day. It was so fucking good, and it was tasty. And she, of course, was like, you can't leave my ramen alone. Well, I had a cucumber for a snack recently, so pulled out cucumber and ate that. Just the whole thing was like, and she's like, oh, you're eating a cucumber. Yep. See, I have salad from time to time. When I make salad, I usually use it with the red wine vinegar, and that's really good, But when I don't want salad, I just want, but my mostly I'm just looking for supplies for milk. It's like, oh, what do you need anything at the store? Go to the store. Yeah, I need more milk. Just pick me up another gallon while you're out. Oh, I don't want carried away. Well, that's your opinion, not mine. So, what I do with the pot, once it's clean, everyone, is I fill it up with water. And then, after I fill it with water, there's a measuring cup somewhere. Then what I do with it is, right here. And then, after I fill the measuring cup up with water, I'll turn around and I'll eat it out of the pot. So basically, my meal will just be out of the pot. So, because, we don't have a bowl right now. My other pot, ramen pot, is dirty. We'll use it, didn't want to clean it. So all these dishes are hers. So me, I'm just like one fork and a fucking pot. And I clean the pot. That tells you right there, So then, when I'm done with my ramen pack, what I do then is I turn around and I restock the other ramen that I take out. So the kitchen will have 2 more replaced. So time I get done, the ramen will be down to 9 cases instead of 10 that was left. So, then I will eat that down and then eat more down and eat more down. And Chloe's like, oh, you can't leave my ramen. Well, it doesn't matter to me because, frankly, I actually don't care if I'm eating ramen or not. Because, frankly, to me, it's food. And frankly, to me, it's what I want. And frankly, it's simple. I mean, literally. I mean, when I'm fucking working my ass off, trying to get these spreadsheets done and everything else, it's like I have to eat something, It's like last night, Let me tell you a secret, right? So last night, I'm at my ramen. Chloe comes out. She says, are you happy eating that? I said, look, it's simple. I bought a bouillon. Well, she's been eating my bouillon down. I finally said, look, if you're not going to replace the fucking bouillon and you keep taking everything for yourself because you're selfish and you're so fucking needy, then maybe you should fucking turn around and buy something else, right? But she's like, why are you so mean to me? And I'm like, look, you keep stealing from me. That's the common sense. Common denomination is you steal. It'd be like me going, right? It'd be like me turning around, right? When I was in Oregon, I would literally ask, I would sit there, right? And before I took anything, except for some booze, that was my downfall. My cousin, they're great people. They knew the booze. They're like, help say something. But, once you get into it, you can't stop drinking, So I had to, But anyways, the story goes that I asked, I'd be like, oh, my cousin would be like, oh, I got you these hamburgers. Eat these for lunch. Okay. Or they'd be like, oh, we got this for you. I'd be like, okay. But the thing is that that's what it was, and they'd be like, "Oh, I got you these hamburgers." I'd be like, "Okay, well, I got you this. Okay, well, I got you that. Okay." Or I'd sit there and I'd be like, "Can I use this?" And we'd go to the store and I'd replace it. And Dinky and Corey were very good. They always made sure when I came down that they had the snacks I needed and the soda and stuff, so I didn't have to worry, after surgeries and stuff. But when it came to you know, me, I always tried to be like replacing, but Chloe, she just takes what she wants, and then she's like, I need it to make my ramen taste better, and it gets to the point where I'm like, fuck it, you don't take my fucking things, and I got angry. And she's like, you need to calm down. It's like, I don't want to calm down. I want to fucking tell you to fucking quit stealing. That's the thing. When you fucking steal, you're fucking stealing from everybody. And she's like, well, I'm not stealing, I'm just, and she never replaces it. Like today, she's talking about how I was having I'm breading some, I'm breading, what was that thing I'm breading, everyone? I'm breading, chicken tenders, right? And she's like, yeah, I'm going to go to the store, maybe I'll bread some, using the same breading and put fish fillets. Well, that's fine. Then do it. Go get some fish fillets. Just leave me the hell alone. I got work to do, and I can't fucking sit here. And the other thing is I'm putting my mind to getting this fucking place clean because fucking Hobo McGee won't fucking do it. She's like, I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail. Cry. Doesn't even, tears down everything. The other day she was fucking threatening to, if police came to arrest her, she would assault them. And, I was like, dude, they just shoot you. However, hopefully they'd used less deadly force and used their taser, but you get the idea what's going on. So, anyway, I'm going to use the bathroom real quick. Spreadsheet day, that's why I'm here. You guys get a good view of the little Boon here. We'll just put Boon out so you guys can watch the little Bun. I know Dinky's always wanting to see Rabbit Haunch. Get back to the bottom. Grab a couple bags of Chippos. That's all I need for today. Milk Chippos. Maybe a thing of coffee and coffee. Can't run out of job, while I'm working. So, anyways, let me just tell you what happened. So, like I said, I'm ordering stuff on Amazon. I'm refilling the pantry with like bullion cubes, and so my bullion cubes keep going missing. So because my bullion cubes are going missing, so what I'm doing now is I'm turning this on, turning the vent on like this. Then I'm doing this. I put a bullion cube in my broth. I like mine a little richer, chicken ramen, so it makes it taste a little better. And more likely, this will be my only meal for the day. So what I'll do is I'll open this up. Like I said, I'll show you how to do it. And then, right there. So yeah, literally, Chloe was worried about what's in the police report. I basically said I don't get receipts. And receipts and stuff goes missing at home. Literally. I basically said, look, I buy certain things on Amazon, those certain things. See? And then what I do is, I'll show you what I do. I go over here. And then I take 2 more ramen packs right here. Gotta check my desktop. And then I put these here, see? So they're replaced, so all I have to do is grab them in the kitchen and eat them up. We got a comment here. Let's see what we got here. We got... Hey, look, I see Rita. Hello, Ritz. Honk, honk, beep, beep, ding, ding. Hey, what's up, Higgs? Glad to see you around. I call you by your first name, but I don't want to insult anyone, And before you ask, I haven't seen Brian in a long while. Brian Hill's not been around lately. Let's see. Screensaver working? Yep. Okay, so... Anyways, my Apple TV problem. I just got charged another $10, by the way, for... that one thing, Peacock. I know Higgins likes his Peacock for free. I won't pay for commercials. So the other day, Dad and I were talking about Peacock, and he was bitching about how he needed, what was it he wanted? I don't remember what he wanted. Oh, he wanted Harry Potter. So the first 3 Harry Potters are there, right? Then they were like, oh, you need to be a premium member. So I went there, and it's like, oh, Harry Potter 4 through 8's free. He's like, can we stream them? No, I don't want to bother, you know. And so he turned around and he was like, okay. And so he was kind of upset about it. But you know what? He has to be realizing I do everything. So I sent him like $20 gift card, $25. I go just run it yourself. So he went out and rented it himself, and he was like, okay, I got it, and he watched him and he's like, so the other day we were talking about this movie and he wanted to watch this one movie. And I was like, oh, you want to watch it again? So we watched it again. And he was like, oh, yeah, that's the guy that played Mad Eye Moody, who plays Trump in the Comey Rule. I said, yeah, isn't that a great guy? He does really good, And, you know, so anyways, so that's what's going on, on that aspect. Oh, so what's up, Higgs? I haven't seen you in a while. Got your email about your dad. Reminds me of Chloe. That's what I was going to say. Chloe's attached to me, and then Chloe will fucking attack someone, I was like, whoop. Oh, my birthday is next month. Can you believe that? We've been almost here for, so, Yep. So I was like, whatever, you know. So I was like, happy as happy can be, relaxing, enjoying my coffee. So right now I got the window open, not burning my nose or anything, not like last night with Chloe fucking cooking. Well, I'm glad you're doing that. I spoke to my advocate yesterday. She offered to take me to lunch on my birthday or near my birthday. So I was like, okay, I'll take some free lunch. You know how it is, Higgs. I was like, oh, free lunch? Okay, cool. Fish and chips, doesn't matter to me, So I was like, cool, free lunch, So anyways, I got the ramen getting ready. Hey, Hopper. So, But my other advocates I see tomorrow. I got so many fucking appointments tomorrow. 3 back to back to back. It's like 1, 2, and 3. I would be gaming, man, but right now I'm just like, yeah, And by the way, I read the article you sent me. It actually makes complete sense what happened. So, in my opinion, good deal, to a point. You know. So, but anyways, I'm taking my time today on my spreadsheet. Figured I'd have some lunch too. Chloe was talking today. She's like, I'm going to take my shower at night so we have no arguments. No arguments. I'm still paying the fucking water bill. I mean, she takes a shower every day. 90 plus minutes, the water tank goes through, the electric bill goes through the roof. And then they turn around and they say to me, the water company or the electric company says, how come you haven't done it? And I'm like, eh. They're like, you're not doing it? I'm like, nah. And they're like, how come you're not doing it? I'm like, eh. I finally told the lady the other day, when I take a bath, it usually turns dark and dirty. And she was like, what do you mean dirty? I'm like, well, it's like every 10 days or something. She's like, oh my God, you're joking, right? And I'm like, no, I'm not joking. It's usually dirty as hell when the time comes, So she was like really shocked, She's like, the lady I was paying talking the bill about, she's like, oh my God, you must be really reeking. And I'm like, yeah, my family Texas probably smells me half the time too, but you know what? I just can't help it. I got fucking someone who every time I get ready to take a shower, I'm going to shower, and then I can't do it. So I'm like, fuck it. So this morning, They were like, why aren't you showering? And I'm like, because I'm busy. Well, why aren't you there? Because I'm busy. Well, today I basically took a bath, And then I took a shower. And after I got done taking my bath, right, the water was dirty. I always take a shower afterwards. And I washed my hair. The dirt alone on my hair, I was like, oh my God. My hair was just like, and I finally got out. And Chloe's like, "Yeah, you don't sound clean." I'm like, "Yes, I am clean. Why are you clean?" I'm like, "Because I am clean." But aren't you worrying about whatever? And I'm like, "Nope." You know, it's the way it was. But yeah, I mean, I'm clean. I am literally clean. So I figured today I would do a few spreadsheets between gaming, get before gaming. You'll basically win. Have faith in God, Higgins. And literally, let me just put it to you this way. I have to have faith in God with my problems. Have faith in God in your problems. Here we go. So I turn the temperature down now that the water's boiling. And then I throw these in one at a time. And then, when it's done, like so, I eat. So the other day, someone asked me about ramen, and I was like, eh. So then I just mix it all up and let the water break it apart, and then I throw it all together and eat it. Look, you got to trust God in this, Higgins. God's gonna get you through this. You just got to pray to Him. Plain and simple. That's what I can tell you. Just trusting God. That's what I would do. God will get you through it, brother. And, there you go. Nope. So that's what you got to do. You got to trust in the Lord. It's like me. I got to trust in the Lord. I mean, last night, Chloe said to me, "Oh, how come you're so happy with your ramen?" Because it's simple. Pop it in the pot, cook her up, pull it out, eat the damn thing. And as you cook it, you slowly turn the temperature down. So as it slow cooks for 3 minutes, the water alone on boiling slows down to a crawl. And then what I do is I put it right over here and eat it as is, as I work. Or I put it on my chair. But any way you look at it, it works. And then I just let it slow cook for a few minutes, Let that all marinate together, Yeah, well, that's what you got to do. You got to sit down and pray to God sincerely and say, "Please help me." I mean, look, I prayed to God to get rid of Chloe. God has His own plans, That's the thing. God has His own plans, But if you're sincere and you didn't break the law or anything, God will get you through this, Higgins. I mean, literally. Look at my dad. He trusts the freaking niece who is trying to sell him $11,000 2009 baby Toyota RAV4, a friend of hers, and yet he can buy a brand new car for fucking $70 a month with fucking one of those Kia Souls with 100,000 mile warranty. I mean, literally, the guy doesn't know what he's doing, To me, I think Dad's lost his marbles. So then what I do is I take this and remove it, put it over here, and then just eat it as is while I'm getting up back and forth, Yeah, well, that's the thing. I always pray to God. I mean, look at my Bible, for example. I've spent how many hours today? 4.5 reading it just to get some guidance because, it's hard. It's really hard at times, I tell you. So tomorrow's going to be harder because I got fucking more spreadsheets to do, and Friday's an open spreadsheet day. So whatever I don't get done today, I do Friday because I don't have fucking time tomorrow. Unless I get online, talk to you guys again while I'm waiting for my appointments at 1. But my motto was I was going to fucking spend some time with God. And not fucking God. I mean, spend time with God using my Bible, God's cool. I don't say he's fucking God. He's just cool, So, well, you need to let him in your life. Jesus is in my life. I mean, look, Jesus died for our sins. We trust in God. I highly recommend you get a Bible too. If you don't have one, read one. The NLT is my go-to Bible. Look, when it comes to God, right? Let me tell you a story about God. So God turns around and he's waiting for you. And he's waiting and waiting and waiting. And he's sitting there and he's like, Higgins, I'm here. Come to me. But you really got to trust in the Lord. The Lord's the one that basically gets you through everything. Let me tell you a story. So one time I was having drinks with my cousin, Corey. And I said to Corey out of love, I said, dude, the good Lord's blessed you amazingly. He turned around and says, I earned every damn bit. Lord or no Lord, I've earned it all. So don't tell me the Lord's blessed me, because I've earned it all. Well, truth of the matter is, he can basically have that opinion. And as you all know, I don't force religion. So I was like, okay, so you earned it all. To me, God provides, you know. You know, God provides. So to me, Higgins, when someone sits there and says, how can you stand having a crap load of ramen, or why are you unhappy, or why this or what? God provides. I mean, you see me not complaining? No. I'll take my glasses off like so, by the way. And I'll eat this, just like this. See? Mm-hmm. And then what I'll do is I'll take this chair, like so, and I will set it up, like so, and I will put my noodles on it, like so, and I will eat it for lunch. See? While being quite happy and quite content. Because in my heart, God has provided for me. It's simple and yet it's easy. It might be cheap, but you know what? Yeah, well, me, I have multiple Bibles. I get Bibles a couple times a year. I buy them and I read them. Depends on, the Bible. If it's Chinese made, I won't buy it. If it's English or American made or Italian made, I'll buy it. You know. So basically, it might be a little messy with noodles, but you know what? It's my lunch. Might even be my dinner. So my Ebs, what do you want to buy on Amazon? More pellets. I mean, you do know $5 goes a long way for a case of this ramen. 24 ramens for $5. Buy 6 cases, you get free shipping. I can't complain. Just to try to get the same ramen on Amazon is like $25 for one 24 pack. That's just $1 a pack. These people are fucking trying to rip people off left and right. Look at this. Doesn't this taste good? So every other month I spend $50 or so and I get 10 cases of ramen. And I rotate flavors out. It's part of my prepping. A lot of people say, oh, you're insane. You know what? I might be insane, but I might not be insane. My thing is, if you don't prep properly, you're screwed. The other day I asked Chloe when she's at the store. For this ramen, they didn't have any in stock, sold out. And they actually raised the price to like 75 cents a pack. And they're like, well, this is the best deal you're going to get ever. Amazon's high. Well, you know what? They didn't realize. I know a story, And the story, if you go through a different store that I go through, you can get it fucking dirt cheap. $5 a case, I tell you. Now, Chris, on the other hand, has this idea that I need to use fish sauce and something. I'm sorry to say, but fish sauce would make you sick. It's one thing that makes me sick. Now, they say this could be processed with fish, but I don't taste fish. What I taste, it's just straight up my favorite flavor of ramen, And then it works. Hey, Chris. It's not spaghetti, it's ramen. It's what I'm eating. I'm eating a pot of ramen that's for lunch. This is my lunch. Costed me... What did it cost me? 13 cents a pack, I think, if you break it down by the math. I bet you if I was president, they'd be fucking angry with me. They'd be basically saying I'm the most cheapest son of a bitch out there. President Rita today ate 2 packs of ramen, cost me 26 cents. You know what else would be bad? My ramen, I would basically cook myself. So I'd cut out the cook. Cook could basically be there for big meals. Me, 26 cents, I'd be happy. Hell, TV dinner would make me happy, I mean, literally, the government needs to realize that we have to be frugal. You save the money until you're ready. I mean, come on, dude. I'd be fucking happy as hell with that much money. I don't even get that. I get fucking less than you with food stamps. Our state's fucking being stingy, man. Mm-hmm. What did Chris say? He's gonna help with food. Chris, that's cool that you got some, but I wouldn't trust anyone in my house. I will never get another roommate again. What? No, they're not going to basically take it away. That's the thing. You could save it. You got a 12 months. 12 months to use it, Higgins. That's the thing. State of Washington's saying 12 months. Here it's getting fucking expensive. Why do you think I'm being stingy and using it only for milk? It's because I got so much ramen. I'm enjoying myself, you know. Oh, today's Wednesday, isn't it? Let's see what the store has on sale this week. Weekly ad. Pork ribs, petite steaks, whole chickens, chicken sausages, sausage links, tender bites or sausage or brats, cherries, peppers. So that's what they have on the meat department. So unless I want family pack of spare ribs, it wouldn't be too bad. Spare ribs, whole chicken. Yes, if I want a whole chicken, that's where I can cook the chicken in a frying pan and then bake it golden. My no, I've never tried that actually. Browning a whole chicken, that'd be interesting. I don't know how that would work though. I think you need a roasting pot for that one. You know. Now, before you guys continue on, I'll tell you a special. So before I go, because all the ramen's already out, Chris is like, cool ramen. I'll show you another little thing I do. Make sure I get my lunches worth. There, you see? Waste not, want not. Works really well too. So I can always check the other place too, which doesn't take but a second, you know. So you go over here. All right, so I go over here. Then you go here. And then I check the weekly ad here, which we have Danishes, pork tenderloins. Oh, I love pork tenderloins. A good barbecued pork tenderloin or a marinated pork tenderloin goes a long ways, I tell you.
To the park.
Yeah, which park?
One nearby.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm on YouTube. I'm looking over this week's ads. Like I said, everyone, a pork tenderloin is a good meal by itself. You know, you don't need to do much. So let's see what else they have here. They have boneless, skinless chicken breasts. They're on sale this week, but they're fucking expensive, you know. It's like highway robbery for what they pay. You know, it's organic. That's why. Which, you know, I don't mind organic, but I don't want to pay the price. So, you know, but chicken tenders, I can use some of those too. So chicken tenders, pork tenderloin. That was one of Truman's favorite foods, pork tenderloin. Yep. Let's see. And then you just marinate it properly. And then you got dinner. Like I said, I'm not going to try your ramen because I can't stand fish sauce and fish oil. I'll just stay with my 26 cents a pack for 2 ramens and I'm good. I'm happy. What else we got here? And I don't use Firefox. I use Chrome. I don't even use that Microsoft stuff. I can't stand, you know. So one of the things I got to talk to Chloe about real quick is what's available this week. You know. So I don't like wasting broth. I don't like wasting anything if I can help it. You know. So what you do with the ramen is you put in 1 bouillon cube in it. I use Knorr. It makes the broth a lot richer, tastier too. So, you know, hopefully Chloe comes out here soon. Then I don't have to go yell at her from her room, screaming at the top of my lungs. She's heading out into the store. She wants to get some fish patties or something.
You're having that chicken, I thought maybe some fish.
Yeah, well, you know. I don't use chili oil either, man. I don't use any of that crap. I don't basically use things I don't need to. I'm too plain. I'm one of these women that's just like, fucking. You know? Yep, that's how I am, dude. I'm like, you know, I need to talk to Chloe about the ads.
Pumps give you a lot of gas.
So?
I had some of those plums.
You see, this is like one of the fillingest meals I can enjoy. And the fact that God's blessed me with it, you know. I mean, literally, people turn around and say, "Oh, aren't you unhappy that God didn't bless you with it?" God has blessed me with it. That's the thing, you know. You know, they're always like, "Aren't you worried?" Nope. Don't you worry? Nope. Aren't you worried? Nope. God's blessed me. Sorry, coming out here or not, Chloe?
On the shitter.
Oh, Chloe's on the shitter. Light a match. I don't want to smell it. It's my lunch time. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, well, you can have all the ghetto ramen you want, man. Me, I'm too stingy. I don't want to waste buying more ingredients for something that I think is a waste of money. 2 is, if you need to get technical, I am a stingy tightwad, Chris. Plain and simple. I won't spend anything that I don't need to. We're in a pandemic still. When it spikes, you're going to be wanting to make sure you have money instead of wasting it on everything to spice up some homemade ramen you're making. I'll be happy with 26-cent ramen pack and being happy at 8. Secret is you gotta be content. If you're not content, then what's the point, Come up. That's the secret. What up, Mooper? Mooper Pooper? Aunt Tara? Look, you're a cutie pie, Yeah, it already passed. It's basically the IRS is delaying it. It already passed. It's just they're delaying it. Hell, my advocates always ask me about that all the time, Higgins. They're like, oh, are we getting my money yet? Nope. Ugh. You know. I'm just like, nope. They're like, why not? I'm like, nope. They're like, how come? I'm like, nope. So yeah, if you want to get technical, that's reason, they already passed it. They're just waiting for it to go through. It's supposed to be in July. Now they're talking about August and September, and IRS is backlog. But then there's other problems, literally. And then they're talking about how, the economy's doing better. We don't need another stimulus. That's the thing. They're basically saying we don't need any more money, not even to the things. And it's just basically a whole bunch of crap. So people are like, well, what do we do? And they're like, well, we want our money. And they're like, well, we can't give you your money. And they're like, we deserve our money. And they're like, no, you don't. You deserve jack shit. And then it goes back and forth to arguing. And the arguments get to the point of no return. And then, well, it's an outright war. They're like, we need our money. And they're like, you're not getting your money. And they're like, we want our money. And they're like, you're not getting the money. So in the end, it's just all out war. Each person wants what they want. And they're not getting it, so they're throwing shit fit. Why do you think I don't even post about it? Because everyone out there's like, hello, tonight's right now. We're going to get another stimulus check. Everyone's got a stimulus. I'm Jimmy. Because these people lie through their fucking teeth. Literally. I have not been doing much because there's nothing to post. And today I have done some stuff because, well, technically, as you all know, it's different. I'm happy Chris is happy that he's all that ghetto ramen and stuff. But you know what? I don't give a shit because I'm one of these people that, which reminds me, I need to check on something real quick. I'm curious about something. Give me a second. Yeah, here we go. So I'm going to log into my account real quick. I need to check on something. I know my cousin Dinkster is going to be like, what? So I'm going to go to my shopping cart real quick to the store because I just placed an order recently. And here we go. Show all items. Right here. I want to see this. It's $6. So let me look up something real quick. I have a calculator programmer out somewhere. I guess not. I'll just do it this way. So let's just break it down real quick, okay? So $6 divided by 24 equals, so at 25 cents a package, so 50 cents what I ate for dinner today. 50 cents or lunch. I cannot complain at all for 50 cents. Well, yeah, that's what I'm just trying to tell you. The government basically, let me put it to you this way, okay? Let me put it this way, okay? Before you sit there and say, nah. Higgins, you're right. The government's trying to shoehorn everyone back to work. Literally. Think of it this way. Trump, right? Trump's running things, okay? Let me tell you the truth of the matter is, okay? Now, Pee Wee was here. Pee Wee'd probably argue with me, but let me just tell you the bullshit story, okay? No, it's not about our sister Pee Wee. It's about our government. Our government turns around, right? 2019. No, sorry, 2020. They know 3 years of Donald Trump's torture, right? So what happens? I'll tell you. They turn around. And they know they got to do something. So what happens? Pandemic goes through the roof, right? The Democrats are like, oh, well, this might just get us into the White House. So let's use it. Meanwhile, while they're doing it, they're basically making deals. First stimulus check, March. We get in April. Second stimulus checks, December. People are hurting. Money's tight, right? But the second stimulus check was going to be after the elections due to the fact that they didn't want to give it before the election because Donald Trump tried to give bigger money before the elections. He knew if he gave the people the money and says, look, I'm here for you guys, he would have been reelected. But no, the American people sat there and watched both parties duke it out for the presidency. Who's going to be the next president? So they used the thing, right? So as soon as Donald Trump was voted out November 6th, what happens? Well, he starts attacking and saying, oh, it's all fraudulent. Well, maybe. Okay, I'm not going to get into politics on this channel. But what happens? Right around Christmas time, Donald Trump refuses to sign until he gets more money for the people. Meanwhile, he's got a plan, supposedly, which is blatantly BS, that he's going to overthrow it and become a dictator, right? Or whatever people are saying. So what happens? Well, it gets passed and we get our checks sometime in January. That was a second check. Third check, we had to wait till Biden signed it in. Meanwhile, as soon as Biden signed it in, oh, we got to do this. We got to give free sex changes. We got to give this. We got to give that. We got to give this. What happens? The Democrats are sitting there and they pass this Biden plan. Republicans turn around and say, we're going to let these people go back to fucking work. They could have went back to work a long time ago, but this was a tactic to get into office. So what happens? They got out of office. So 26 states say, fuck you, go back to work, right? Blue states are still sitting on their ass, basically. So they're sitting on their ass, blue states. And now they're shoehorning, being like, oh yeah, you can go back to work. The economy's great. Really? Economy is great because everyone's out and about spending money like crazy. Let me tell you a story about fucking burgers. Hey, Mark, I assume you want to do a little StreamYard. Hold on a sec. Excuse me, Chloe, are you done using the shitter? I need to talk to you. Keep delaying things. I'm starting to get the time to be done after the shitter. I feel like, what is it? Oh, that's nasty. They got the windows open. No offense. So I had a little snack while I was waiting for you to head out. So do you want the weekly ads?
Yeah.
So King's has country style spare ribs. That might sound pretty damn good with barbecue sauce. When was the last time we had barbecued ribs? They also have on sale whole chicken, whole roasted chickens. They can roast us up a nice chicken with a little apple in the center and a little stuffing to go with it. Make some chicken gravy,
Gravy.
Another thing is that you might like, you have the funding for it. If you want to get a filet, you can also take my chicken batter that, for my chicken tenders and roll it. But they have fresh sockeye salmon fillets at King's. Another thing is they got smoked chicken sausages on sale. Breakfast links are on sale and sausage or brats. So now this is at King's. Now for the marketplace, they have pork tenderloins. Those are really good too. Get a nice pork marinated tenderloin. And Truman's favorite food was pork tenderloin. Okay, and then so you got pork tenderloin there. So I figured, now you get to decide what you want to pick up. Oh, and frozen pot stickers are on sale at the marketplace. If you like pot stickers, I know sometimes you're like, all right, oh, an organic red and green seedless grapes are on sale. I'd love to get some red grapes. You know. Oh, and King's has grapes on sale too. So, ooh, pineapple. They got it, King's. I love pineapple. So I'm gonna turn my phone on. You're gonna grab the shopping cart, grab a gallon of milk for me. So I have milk, so you can do your chores and we don't have to go out. And I might need a can of a dip since you didn't pick up mine yet. Thing. So, would you please consider picking me up? I'll leave the ad open unless you can remember. Unless you want me to write it down on paper.
Yeah.
Or you want me to waste my time writing it.
Write it down on paper, okay? Just we'll talk on the phone.
Yeah. And turn on the phone. Chris is here. He's cool, you know. But you know, I told Chris, little Chris, I don't really care for that. I remember that ramen dish he was talking about the other day. Oh, it was the bomb, you know. Yeah, well, you know me. I don't. You know I'm too fucking plain.
Dude,
I mean, I'll add a Foliant cube to my fucking
he's
food.
got like an extremely long playlist of songs.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm too simple. You know, I do what I need to. So nothing in today's mail, by the way. All right, so I'm gonna put chicken tenders with a question mark. You know, King's and Marketplace. Whole chickens.
Dude, plums are like a natural bowel cleanser.
Yeah, well, I can tell you something. If you're having bowel problems, I can tell you exactly what you need.
Prune juice.
Prune juice. My husband drank 2 gallons once, everyone. He was on the shitter for like 3 days. He's like,
Plums, apricots, nectarines, cherries are all related. Hey, go ahead.
So, anyways, I've never had oranges, nectarines, tangerines, and all that other crap. Prunes are different. It's an actual diuretic. So, basically what happened was husband bought a whole bunch of prune juice. He didn't know, right? And he drank it all. All of a sudden, he was on the shitter for 2 days. Finally, I said to him, are you done? And, you know, we had a separate apartments for summer. I said, are you done? Because I stayed with him to make sure he was okay. Finally, I was doing some stuff. I said, honey, you're an idiot. He says, no, I'm not. I said, yeah, you are. I said, you usually shit every 5 days. He says, yeah. Fortunately, the problem is you were shitting for 2 days. He says, yeah. The problem is you can't eat pizza and shit on the toilet at the same time like you did. But the reason you did is because he drank 2 gallons plus prune juice. Prune juice ain't a problem. He looked it up. Prune juice, basically. That's why the old people always ask for prune juice. You know, chicken. Oh, yeah, pork tenderloins.
Or a girl interrupted. That one girl's giving prune juice. Like, I don't want prune juice.
I want some chicken. Oh, yeah.
I'm going to get you some prune juice.
Nope, no, I won't touch it. It's not very tasty either. The elderly lose their flavor in their tongue, so that's how they're like, this is good. But truthfully, you know, no, oh yeah, grapes, red grapes. I just want to put this down, red grapes. You know.
If you're drinking something right, something really fruity, right?
Yeah, pineapples.
And then you found out that there's some prune juice mixed into it.
I would not be happy because I can tell what prunes is. By the way, does everyone know the secret to Dr. Pepper? Which, by the way, I'm putting soda down today. I've always wanted a soda or two, and I haven't had soda in so long, so let's see.
I'll get you one of those little bottles.
A little bottle, yes, you always like. I mean,
I'll get you the biggest one out there.
Amen. Oh, yeah, I want the chips, too. Take the shopping cart. You paid so much money for the fucking wheels.
That cart's falling apart, by the way.
You just replaced the wheels.
It's not the wheels, it's the whole back part when I was dragging it from behind, it just like fell out. Like, I put it back together. Yeah.
So what she's telling me is I can't use the cart, so you're gonna have to buy one for $140.
I'm still gonna use it.
I asked my cousin Dinky recently. One of my birthday presents was a new shopping cart. Pork tenderloins. Oh yeah, I was just looking at that. Bacon's on sale too at the Marketplace. You know, that's like 2 for 10, 2 for $5. I wouldn't mind some cheap bacon fried up. You know, been thinking about some bacon. So we got bacon.
Yes, I'm buying all of this.
No, I'm buying what I said on my list, as long as it's affordable and you call me. Otherwise,
There.
No, you're not buying anything.
Oh, I am.
Not from me, I mean. I'm not buying. I mean, I'm buying what I want. Anyways, electric bill. I just made another payment to the electric. Yeah, so I put some of those things as question marks. As long as it's not too expensive from the ads.
Get to.
So you want me to send you an email link for StreamYards, huh? That's cool. I'll send it out, Mark. Give me a second. StreamYards for Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. That was a great song, Oh, good. So my advocate finally got off her ass to send me something. Is it all filled out, or do I got to fill it out myself? Oh, yeah, here we go. Okay. So I will print it out and then scan it in and send it out to her. It won't take me but fucking 3 minutes.
What is it?
Papers she wants me to take care of. She wants to make sure things go bye-bye.
Restraining order?
No. Restraining order is like 50 pages long. I'm not printing out 50 pages and scanning 50 pages in. What the fuck is...
Well, it's and that in the criminal case is what she's working on.
She's not working on anything. Why are you fucking being so negative towards the advocate? She's just trying to do her job to get things sealed.
So I assume the paper's for some sort of service.
Yes. It's a release of information so she can fucking get things moving along so she can speed things up. That's it. Plain and simple. And then I sign it with my clipboard, and then I'm done. This is just a release of info. And since I don't leave my house, it was more convenient. She filled it out for me, so. And then when I'm done, I could be smiling because I got something done today. She's expecting me to have a back turn in 10 minutes. And so I'm going to fill it out, scan it in, and then that's it. I'm going to read it. She's basically contacting 2 agencies for me to make a few things go away. That's her job.
What things? What are these things?
And look, it's none of your fucking business what they are or not.
It's to make me go away.
No, I said to make things go away. It didn't say anything about you. Why are you so paranoid?
You said thing to make things to get rid of things.
Look, she's doing a job. She's not here to harm you or anything. She's just doing a job.
Well, the only thing she's ever wanted to make go away was me.
You're paranoid again. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. See, signed. I'll scan that. And you read. And what's page 2 about? Oh, okay. So it's for 2. Okay. Yeah, so she'll take care of that. She'll have answers for me next week.
I'm so fucked.
You are not fucked. You're always fucking being paranoid. Problem is, it doesn't take but fucking 2 minutes. I mean, literally, we're not talking about getting rid of you. We're talking about getting this to the bottom of this problem. Fortunately, we can't have the bottom of the problem.
Case?
What she's doing is her business. Nothing more, nothing less. But you're being so paranoid about everything.
If it's about me being put away somewhere, I have the right to be informed about this. Look,
if you really want to know about your case, then you have to go and take care of it yourself. I'm not doing anything. I'm basically doing 2 pieces of paper.
So if there's something that come down the pipe to put me away, Courtney's gonna make sure I don't hear about it. So what? Courtney wants me to be caught off guard?
No, that's not the truth. Truth is, you're paranoid about everything. You want to know about every little thing. If I have to take a shit, you want to know why.
Dude, she works with the sheriff.
Big deal. The sheriff doesn't give her any info. I screwed this up big time. Still learning this Windows 10. All right, here we go. Look, I don't care about this. I want to do document there. So, where are we at? StreamYards? Oh, yeah. Prune juice, yummy, haha. Yeah, okay, Higgins. You can basically drink all the prune juice you want, take a shit. Now, excuse me, I got one other thing to scan. Yeah. Oh, thank God I have a scanner, printer, copier. You know, I've never actually copied much on that. I found the Canon to be more to my liking than the HP. So, when I'm done, I will put this in as make a file for it, and I'll say exit.
It's not my business if I'm going to prison.
This isn't about prison paperwork. It's just paperwork I have to send her. Also add some paperwork to scan and send off to Sam, too. But that's none of your business anyways. It's for a different issue.
And what issue is that? You don't have any other issue but me? I'm the only issue here. So it's none of my business to find out what my fate is.
Wasn't about you. The other issue of Sam was something else. And the first issue isn't about you either.
What, your living situation?
Nope.
And whatever issues you have going on?
Look, it's none of your business what I'm doing personally. This is a personal business that I have to handle.
Fine. It's personal business between you and Courtney, Cal.
Sorry to say, but this... You know what? If you're going to be attacking people, I expect you to buy a ticket and get the fuck out of here tonight. Because I'm tired of you abusing people just because you can't get your way. There. I got to send out 2 emails. One to my advocate saying papers are done. Okay, and then I can send Mark a request for that. So, you know, I've been doing a lot of stuff. Here we go. One of the things you guys are curious about what I'm doing is a lot of PDFs and paperwork. And that's only because, you know, I have advocates doing a lot of different things. I'm talking to the manager so I don't get evicted because of Chloe's temper. Or another advocate talking to the coroner's office so I can get paperwork on other issues. I mean, literally, I'm at a standstill and I still haven't had my coroner's report. So all these things stack up, you know. And Chloe's like, no, it isn't about you.
Because whenever you talk to your advocate, it's always about me. It's always about me. It's about getting rid of me. That's all you ever talk to her about is getting rid of me. That's all she ever talks about. That's what she's obsessed with. She's driven to obsession with this.
Island cherries. I like cherries from time to time. Yeah, well, my computer's old too, Higgins, but you know, it's a protection for them. Well, yeah, that's the thing. I had to sign a release info so they can go and do their magic to get me the information I need. Fortunately, I'm at a standstill when it comes to this information. So Chloe's like, no, it isn't. It's about fucking me. It's about my family. What happened and why I'm not getting coroner's reports and everything else. It's also about other issues. Management companies working with me. I'm working with other people. I have to sign a release of info for Sam so Sam can talk to this new therapist. Got to sign a release of info for Sam and his therapist talk to Dad. I mean, I got release of infos coming out my asses just to get things moving along. And yet, you know. Anyways, I still got spreadsheets to do. And then on top of that, I got other things I'm working on too, review watching and everything else. So, you know. So, but yeah, anyways. So you should, you know. Oh, yeah, I've been meaning to send Mark his link. So now you know it's not about you. Sorry, Mark. I had a brain fart for a second. I was thinking of you, and I was like, yeah, you know. So, anyways, I assume Chris wants me to email him a StreamYard link too. As long as we don't talk about ramen and pot, we should be fine. Here you go, Mark. Email sent to you, brother. So, you know, we have Bing cherries grown in Washington. Hello, no, I don't remember you from Ohio. Sorry to say. I don't come on much, but today I'm.
Who the fuck do you think you are telling me to do this kind of shit? I got a call from someone telling me to go ahead and beat you.
You know who it is.
Joe.
Yeah.
Joe Gill, everyone. Guess what? I'm calling him. I'm going to tell him. It's not in service anymore. Come on, Joe. Call me again. You fucking beaner. I'll send your fucking ass back to Mexico if you threaten.
Don't. I could lose my YouTube channel for you threatening.
He called. I'm doing this for us.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, but I don't want to lose my channel because you're being racist.
I'm just.
Yeah, all right.
Look,
Let me
I
give
don't
you
have
the
a
link.
problem with African Americans. I don't have a problem with Asian Americans. I don't have a problem with Middle Eastern. I don't have a problem with anyone. Just it's Mexicans.
Thank God my phone is actually numbers hidden. I don't share it with anyone. So, anyways. Be nice. Well, hello, Kimberly. It's good to hear from you again. Apparently, Joe Gill, everyone's harassing. Cam, you got the link to StreamYard. Mark, wait for you. Kimberly, good to see you. You're more than welcome to join us too, Kimberly. Where's my phone?
Your phone is right there.
Yeah, I've been meaning to call Dad in a minute. Find out about his car. He's been bitching about how he's got to go to the bank today. He's got a check for $11,000 and he's got to go to the bank. Yet he wants to buy a used car for $11,000. It's
Hey,
12
Gil,
years.
I dare you to call me again.
Look, I think what you need to do is calm down and go to the store. And if someone's harassing me, you should call the law and let them know someone called you up on a number that's, and said that you need to beat my ass.
Do anything.
They have to register it. It's harassment. Remember that one officer says you have to do if they call and harass you again?
Fine. I will do it then.
Fine, I'll give you the number. Do you want me to write it in paper?
Well, I'll just go tell them in person.
Nah, fine. Go for it. Let's see. We got Mark and Cam. There you go. Hey,
Hey, what's that?
let me guess. Hey, look like you got you're happy with your $6 haircut. I was watching a movie last night where this guy who's God basically sends him to the what if world where he basically is married and he has kids and everything, and he's a minister instead of this wealthy big shot, and he's like, that guy's got a $9 haircut. And I was just laughing my ass off. $9 haircut, dude. What, you pay hundreds of dollars for a haircut?
I get mine free, Rita.
Yeah, you probably sit there and be like, I'm too shaggy. Like my Uncle Donnie had a pair of dog hair clippers. He just put on somebody's like, and then he'd clean it and be like, the dog's dead, so it's good for me. So he always gave himself a haircut that way.
Well, yeah. Some people use a shaper, like a razor.
Yeah. I just had a bath today. My hair, I had to trim my hair up. Apparently, I need to wash my hair a little more so it doesn't get it doesn't tangle, or rat's nest. I had to trim a piece of my hair off the other day. It was just, You know?
Right.
So, did you heard the news? Apparently, from what we understand, Chloe's now basically saying someone called and it was Joe Gill harassing Chloe again.
No shit.
I mean, the guy hasn't surfaced in months. Why is he doing it again? Because he has nothing better to do. He has no life. Hello, Kimberly. You know.
Yeah, he has nothing better to do.
Well, yeah, they
Yeah.
have nothing better to do. I mean, literally, he's just annoying. Remember the lies he did? Oh, my boyfriend got killed, man. Got killed and I'm under my bed.
Jeez.
It's much
Literally, calls and says Chloe needs to beat my ass. I mean, look, if someone basically calls Chloe to do it, they're trying to antagonize Chloe to harm me, and then Chloe goes to prison. I mean, literally. Well, hey, Mom. Hey, let me show you guys. Show the guy's shoes. The fat body. He's the fat body. Look at this. Look how
Hey,
fat.
Moppy.
Got so much hair. He looks like a little fat body. See?
Wow. Damn, he's getting fat.
Yeah, it's his hair. We shave all his hair off.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, look at him. Isn't he good? Hello, everyone. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
9 people. Most of them are probably scammers, anyways. They're con artists. Probably 9 of Cam would probably agree. It's probably 9 of Joe Gill's accounts.
Wow.
Hey,
Literally,
I'm watching, stupid shit like that.
well, he's a stupid shit. Is Joe? You know this. I mean, you know this, and I know this, Cam. He's a stupid shit. Literally.
He's worse than a gay fish.
I know that. I mean, literally, doesn't he have a life? I mean, doesn't he have a life? And instead, he calls Chloe. He's like, "Oh, got burnt her shirt." I mean, literally. I mean, doesn't anyone have any common sense just to leave Chloe alone? I mean, literally. Chloe doesn't want to go to California because she's afraid of the dumbass. However,
Yeah,
you guys are.
get along pretty good.
What?
That's what I think when we were talking and me and Chloe and Discord, we got along pretty good too.
Well, yeah, that's the plan. You're going to be on the phone with me before I authorize any of it. Still got to see about getting a new shopping cart, but anyways, there she goes off again. I mean, literally. I mean, I, for one, am getting too damn disgusted, ladies and gentlemen, over the fact that this guy has to harass us over something, So, I mean, literally, is that look what I think, okay? If the guy is really doing this and harassing, okay, which is wrong, don't forget to go see the popos. You said you were going to check in with them anyways. They're harassing you. They can, if your phone number's got that call logged, they'll just track it down anyways. Because the police can do that. You guys know this already. But still, what do you guys think? And what I was going to say is to both of you and to Kimberly, is we have moderators on right now. So if the son of a bitch wants to try anything stupid, he's going to have to go through us,
Yep.
Oh, he's cute. Yeah, he is cute. Yeah, little boom boom. Oh, yeah, Mop's cute. Yeah, that's right, Kimberly. Be nice. Just got my phone back. Well,
Our demigod for the dungeon. I'm just joking.
what do you guys truly think? I mean, look, we got Joe Gill harassing Chloe for something stupid,
He wants Chloe.
Probably. I mean, literally. If he wants Chloe so much, why doesn't he just let Chloe go and do something stupid and let Chloe basically get kicked out of here? I mean, literally, what the fuck is his problem? I don't have any problems. I mean, look, let's break down the math, okay? But let's talk about this as a unit for a second, okay? Chloe turns around, okay? Chloe's worried about jail. Has anyone heard the story of what happened recently with Chloe a couple months ago?
What happened? Give me a hint.
So Chloe in April filed a police report on herself due to the fact she used my debit card without my permission. This is right before the grocery store on the island here allowed her to get her groceries here. She was off island. Well, the food card wasn't working. The food card reader wasn't working. So instead of sitting there thinking to herself, I better use my debit card, Chloe's debit card for her groceries, and my debit card for my groceries, she put everything on my card and it was over $300. So sheriff came out and said, I can understand you were in a panic. You were in line, you had to pay, but you could have contacted Rita by phone and said, what do you want to do? Instead, you go and buy the groceries, come home, and Rita was in a panic. And, you did, and they said, why didn't you use your debit card? Chloe had no reason. But Chloe says, well, I guess I did steal from Rita. Well, recently, I keep asking my advocate why I'm not getting any receipts. Chloe's like, oh, there's no receipts. There's no receipts. Well, in the report that I put, and I'll be blatant with guys. In the report I put, this is the police report, which is right here, by the way, in this whatever. So that's the release of info.
Hey, I'll be right back. I gotta rejoin.
This is the police report. Okay, so the police report says, that's fine. Police report says, Mark told Chloe to use my debit card to buy my groceries when she went to the store on Orcas Island. She used my debit card to buy my groceries, but she also spent about $77 for her own groceries. I did not authorize her to use my card. Okay, Cam. I'm going to finish this first. Well, you know what? I'll just add Cam and then I'll finish this. So, Cam, don't interrupt. I did not authorize her to use my card. She did not call me or ask me if she could use my money. Chloe has not paid me back, and I consider what she did completely stealing. This behavior continues to happen. She goes to the store with my card and a list. She comes back and has groceries. She comes back and has spent much more money than the cost of my groceries. She claims she wasn't given a receipt. I believe she continues to steal from me. Chloe's legal name is blah, blah, blah. And that's it. So the police basically got the report. Now, Chloe, on the other hand, is worried about, hold on a second, worried about going to jail.
It seems like she could just pay her back, doesn't it?
Yeah, really.
Basically, it's not accusing Chloe of stealing. That's the detective's job. It's just saying I'm not getting receipts or anything, So, she turned around, that's why I said I want to get your guys' opinion. The other thing is release of info from the advocate who needs to find out if the prosecuting attorney's pressing charges, which we all know the prosecuting attorney doesn't even want to deal with this. It's just petty in their opinion.
Yeah, well, seems like y'all should have come to an agreement of how much money she's going to pay you back.
She ain't paying anything. She doesn't plan to pay. You know what happened? Last 3 months, she stopped paying the electric bill. She's like, oh, I can't pay the electric bill. Well, I think about it. Yesterday, she said, I'm not leaving because I paid part of the rent and I paid all the internet bill. Yeah, but the electric bill is basically through the roof because she takes 90-minute showers, basically, drains the tank. I mean, literally, she doesn't do anything, Screams and yells in the middle of the night. I mean, I told her she's got to go. And now she's all, oh, I don't know what to do. I've asked her to leave nicely.
Well, you know what I think about 90-minute showers? I think somebody's doing something in the bathroom for 90 minutes.
I have no clue. They claim they're a real woman and they're gonna shave their legs. I mean, I climbed in the tub this morning for about 90 minutes, but I spent half of it shaving my legs. I mean, half of it was shaving my legs. I mean, section by section, shaving it down, you know. I mean, I was literally a hairy Yeti, no offense. Mark's going to probably sit here with her eyeballs going big, but, you know, I do keep the bush shaved as shaved can be, but my bush was so hairy. I was like sitting there for 15 minutes shaving the hairy bush, you know. So I was like, you know, finally I got done. And I was like, had a bath, you know, and that was 10 days. The water mark, by the way, was black. And when I took a shower, I made sure my hair, I had to spend 10, 15 minutes rinsing my body with soap and everything, make sure I wasn't dirt water on me, and then basically did my hair. And my hair was like, everything going down the drain was black from my hair, so I finally got it clean. But I don't get a shower or bath that often because every time I turn around, it's, oh, I'm a real woman, I'm taking the shower now. Who wears the fucking pants in this family? Not me, it seems. I'm just a piece of crap. Oh, hello, kitty.
Yeah, there's the kitten.
Well, I mean, I don't complain or anything, but that Joe Kill needs to learn his damn lesson, you know.
I think she plans to drive you to the brink of insanity.
Maybe. I mean, literally, I think something like that. I mean, look, she steals from me. She doesn't give me receipts. I mean, literally, the other day, I said, I called up the I called the brewery up. I said, you know, your burgers are completely soaked in oil. You know? I mean, it was just a pure greaseball burger. They're like, oh, I'm sorry. I said, by the way, I asked for ranch dressing. Apparently, they didn't give me ranch dressing. They gave me Thousand Island. I was like, I didn't ask for Thousand Island. I mean, literally, you know. I mean, every time I turn around, you know. Oh, I mean, you guys heard the argument. Oh, well, I have to know everything. I need to know everything. No, you don't. The release info was for them to just check on the coroner's report and the fucking the other ones are the fucking the district attorney. But you, Mark, I know it. Dad knows it. Cam knows it. Even the advocate knows it. They're not going to deal with Chloe at all. They don't give two shits. So if Chloe robbed Bill Gates, yeah, they'd give a shit. If Chloe robs Mark or Cam, they'd be like, oh, you guys are on your own. Fuck this. We don't want to end up dead because of her temper. You know, she's mentally ill. They don't want to deal with it.
Talk about something that needs help. Clothes. I mean, damn.
You heard the arguments. That's why I was going to ask you and Mark, what was that? What's your guys' opinion of that? I need to know if I'm going to be going to jail.
Well, can't she be probated?
Charity. They
probation. If they get probation, they still got to haul your ass to jail, man. Remember?
Oh no! I mean probate. It means that it's a direct order to where you have to go somewhere.
Oh, you mean like a group home?
Yeah.
The state's not going to do that. They don't want a $100,000 bill to go to court just to send her to a group home or mental hospital. I mean, I was talking to my advocate yesterday, and she said there's a lady that she knows, two people, that they can't wipe their ass, they can't take a shower, they need help with everything 100%. But they're not. The state's not going to force them into a group home or anything, even though they need it. They're not, by law, they can't do it. So the state's hands are tied with everyone. So if Chloe sits there and sets 20 buildings on fire and claims mental illness, most of the time, the insurance company she said will pay for the damages to the building, and that's it. They'll just put Chloe in a mental hospital for 2 weeks. Don't burn down the grocery store.
What about a mental hospital?
They can't order that either because there's three different criteria she's got to meet. One is she's got to be a threat to others or herself, and they have to investigate. And if she's like, oh, well, the police come, I'm going to basically. She turned around and called some people beaners and spics last night at a crisis team. They told her buy a ticket and leave.
Oh.
Anyways, she turned around and she's like, if the police touch me, I will murder them. You know, two is they know she verbally abuses other people and threatens other people. They can't touch her. Destruction of property, she doesn't do that. That's part of the criteria. Hitting herself, that's a criteria. Hurting herself, she does. They'll look the other way. And finally, she's not suicidal, so they can't do it. So 1 out of 3 criteria is met, but they have to meet all 3 to be involuntary committed for 3 days.
Yeah.
Wow. Different laws, different state and different states.
Different laws. But if you're like Chris and you just sit there and you blow your toilet up with your mind and you're at home, yeah, they'll haul you off into the pokey for that. They'll give you a 2-week detention for blowing the toilet up with your mind.
What about blowing up the toilet with my mind?
Should be lucky they didn't put you in Area 51 for that one. They'd be probably still prodding you on that one. Tell us, Chris, how you did it.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know how I did it, except they mixed a bunch of medicine and I did it temporarily.
We know you did it temporarily. That's why I was making a joke about it. I wasn't trying to poke fun at you, but I was just saying in general, the toilet exploded.
I don't even know if I could even if they could even reproduce it in me on how I did it. I wonder what the evidence would be like.
I don't know, brother. I really do not know, but it scares me that someone like you, brother, can blow up your toilet.
Right. Well, the Palmetto Baptist, you trap people for too long in a hospital and put them on crazy medicines, and they start doing crazy shit.
Did you ever see the latest game news recently?
No.
All right, I'll tell you. There's 2 pieces of news that came out recently. There's a news one. Someone had a original sealed 9.6 minted inbox sealed Legend of Zelda NES, and it went for $860,000, guys.
Wow.
Damn.
A 9.8 the next day, a 9.8 minute N64 game, Super Mario 64, sealed in the box, went for 1.56 million. So 1,560,000 is what it went for. I thought I'd share that with you guys.
That's the money I can only dream about and never get.
What do you think, Mark? You'd be like, do I have any, they say the game fad, collection game fad is going to pop eventually. The problem is even if you have the games, the systems are slowly failing, and then you can't play them anyways.
People will pay anything.
On my new Xbox, like when you go to the rewards section, it lags. It's like they don't want you to get any gift cards or something for free.
They don't want to give you anything for free. I mean, I was telling you before you guys showed up, I had a problem last night. That's why Chloe was on the phone saying, "Talk to me later, Chris." I was angry. You know what happened was I went to set up on my Roku, my Apple TV, and they locked me out of my account. So I called up customer service and said, "Look, I'm paying for fucking Apple TV. Why can't I fucking use Apple TV?" And the lady couldn't reactivate my account. They said it could take months to clarify who I am. Months to clarify who I am, my identity. I mean, all because you reset it through an email. Then the email says, "Is this your phone?" You say, "This phone doesn't work." They say, "Oh, we need to send a text to another phone." You get that text to work. Then the third thing is please confirm your debit card. Your debit card doesn't work, but your debit card doesn't work online to Apple. But you go through the list and it's like Apple charge, Apple charge, Apple charge, Apple charge, and you're like, you guys are fucking taking money out of my account, but I can't fucking cancel. Oh, well, you got to do this, this, and this to cancel. We can't cancel for you. So last night I was basically swearing like a sailor to this lady, And I basically said, you guys should be sued because elderly and disabled don't know how to work the 2 or 3 point system to identify it. I said, Google and Amazon and other places, you just do a 1 part thing and they're like, okay, your account's unlocked. We verified your account. This Apple, they're basically, they're a shit.
Oh, I hate Apple.
So they're charging me for
since
services I
my
can't use, and the lady said there's nothing she can do about it. So I said I can get a hold of my lawyer. So I called my lawyer, and he's like, "If Apple did that to you, we can sue them because you're paying for services that you can't use, quote unquote, by his own answer."
Yeah.
But that's the way it was, man.
Mm.
You hear Chloe? Yeah. By the way, you know how Chloe's worried about going to jail for stealing, right, guys? Well, let me just,
I would be too.
I just finished. Let me finish the joke. Mark's probably curious about the joke. So you heard her, right? Oh, I'm gonna go to jail, right? Blah blah blah, Mark. But do you remember when she was basically leaving? She says, "Who's paying for my groceries today?" Like she thinks she's paying for them, yet she's worried about her paying my groceries. Yet she's worried about going to jail. Who's paying her groceries?
Hey, if this was China, she would have done lost so many points off her social credit score.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I just thought I'd throw that out there as a joke. She's been asked who's buying my groceries. I mean, isn't that like the stupidest thing in the world to ask? Who's buying your groceries? I am if you call me.
Man, I can imagine Chloe being an Asian in China.
Yeah.
I bet you if Chloe was in Ohio, she would be probated.
Well, her mom, you know what would happen if she was in Ohio, honestly, Mark?
What?
She'd have a guardian. Her mom would be her guardian. Her mom lives out of Rayland, Ohio.
Really? Huh?
Her mom wants her in a group home, actually.
That's up. That's up north.
South near
South.
she's an hour near Wheeling, West Virginia. She's on the
oh, okay.
border.
You know where Athens, Ohio is, don't you?
No.
You never heard of Athens?
No.
That's by West Virginia.
I will tell you one thing. I don't know if I told you guys this, but my father-in-law, he asked me last night on the phone. He's like, "You're at dinner with a friend of mine." I finally said, "Dad, if you keep having dinners, you're going to be broke. You're going to run out of retirement money." Is this true? So he was upset. He missed the post office, the postal guy yesterday because the postal guy delivered him a check was trying to deliver him a check for $11,000. He was going to buy a car, right?
Yeah.
His niece lives in Columbus, and his niece talked to a friend of hers that has a 2009. You guys are going to laugh at this. 2009 RAV4. It was baby. It's been in the garage, everything. I said, "Dad, you don't know if the frame's rusted or not." And it's 12 years old. Well, that was $120,000, right? Well, his friend Gary contacted me and says, "You need to convince your dad to take that $11,000 down and buy a Kia Soul. You get a 100,000-mile warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, 10 years, and a 100,000-mile warranty, and X out of bonus and this. And the payments are like," so Dad checked into it was like $47 a month for this car. He doesn't want to pay $47 a month, so he'd rather have a car with 120,000 miles on it, 12 years old. I mean, what type of cheap son of a bitch is that?
Wow.
I mean, if you had a choice, Mark, $47 a month for 5 years for a Kia Soul, or pay a car outright for $11,000 with 120,000 miles on it, 12 years old, which one would you choose?
The first one.
The new car, yeah. But Dad's like, "Oh, well, you know." I mean, the dad's like almost he's like almost 70 years old. At 80 years old, the car would need to be, But the thing is, he's like, "Oh, I mean, I don't understand what his problem is, when it comes to money. Sounds like he's just a cheap tightwad,
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I'll tell you one thing. I don't trust Denise's friend. He may have babied that car, but we don't know anything about it. He's like, "Oh, it hasn't been in a wreck, hasn't it?" Still, I would have taken I mean, I told Dad for $9,000 and 5 years of payments, I would have bought $11,000 down on a new F-150 pickup truck or a Silverado, but no, you know.
You ever play Saints Row, Rita?
No, I haven't.
It's kind of like Grand Theft Auto. It might be funny if they made a Grand Theft Auto China edition.
Yeah.
You'd be seeing people lose their properties. Oh, it's been so many years, 55 or whatever years.
I used to love San Andreas. I smoke to give me knowledge. When you go in and you hear that you're buying clothes or something, you see a guy sitting there and he's like, I smoke to give me knowledge. Or you go in and you do a hooker and she's like, I'm saving up for a home sex change kit, Those are fun times, And then after you get done with your whoring, you whore, you pay her, and then you go and you shoot her and you take your money back. You're like, I'll take that back. Thank you.
Oh, I did that so many times in Grand Theft Auto.
What I like to do vigilante mode. I'd run into one of the safe houses and get the cops away from me, and then I'd hop into the garage and take the tank out, get the army out, and then I'd go to the safe house, and then they'd go away. It was fun. I must have destroyed many cars and everything with the tank, but it was just fun.
The tank and levitate the cars.
Well, those are good times, Or steal the military helicopter, blow up stuff too. That was cool too,
I wish they wouldn't have stopped making that game Prototype.
You can order your own. Order what, Kimberly? She's going to watch us on her big TV. You're more than welcome to join us on StreamYard, Kimberly.
You ever seen that game called Prototype and the main character's a character called Alex Mercer?
No, never heard of it.
He's got like this thing going on where he's got like a virus or something in him. And he can shapeshift and like use his arms into like different kinds of weapons.
Like I said, brother, I've never heard of it.
I know, that's what I'm telling you. But if you could look up a trailer for it, it's pretty cool. I played both of them.
Yeah, I always watch reviews before I buy stuff, I was looking at the Torchlight games. The only thing I can complain about the Torchlight games is the color palette looks kind of cheesy.
Yeah.
And being a professional gamer, I can tell you the color palette looks kind of cheesy, man.
Yeah, Divinity would probably be funner.
Divinity, yeah, Divinity's on my wish list. I want to get both of them next month.
We play Divinity. We can make all kinds of choices and work together to fight the enemy.
Yeah,
that'd be fun. And then I think it eventually makes us fight each other at the end. I'm not sure. That's why I think it's like called Original Sin, because you have to kill everybody at the end.
I was playing a game the other day with one of my guild mates, and we were doing this mission on Guild Wars 2. And we lost the mission. It was one of those big meta events against a dragon. It was like an ice dragon. Anyways, the funny thing is the ice dragon escaped, but put this curse on everyone. Well, I'm standing around wondering what I'm doing, Next thing you know, I look over, and all the game characters, all the actual players like Chloe and others were there. I mowed them all down with my bow. I didn't even think a second. They put a thing in where every one of your characters are enemies against each other. I mowed them all down, walked out, and I was like, what happened? And Chloe's like, you mowed me down. I was like, oh, well. Right, man. Literally, I
Well,
was just like, you know,
when we play Divinity Original Sin together, I'm gonna be a lizard man.
Mark smiling like, ha, ha, ha. I see that.
I want to be able to regenerate real fast and shoot out flames like a dragon.
Yeah, I was supposed to play my game last night, but well, I got done with Dad, you know, and then I tried trying to fix that Apple TV thing, and then I said, "Fuck it," and I found my movie for free on YouTube, so I was watching. I was like, you know what? So this morning I put in another movie. I was watching The Gospel of Luke. I fell asleep with that one again, but that movie's pretty good. The Gospel of Luke.
Hey Rita, how do
Yeah.
you find out? How do you find out? Like one of your ex-lovers, you know their address and everything, but you don't know their phone number.
You can
How do,
always
how do
use
you
you can use a people search, man.
people search?
Yeah, you know, you can just search for a people search.
So just go on people search. Just Google
Well,
that up.
you can go to like one of those things where you can pay for a background check and they'll give you your phone number and everything. I wouldn't do it.
Right. Yeah, because my ex-girlfriend, her daughter passed away last month. Yeah, she was a nice girl, really nice girl.
I was waiting for the coroner's report. It hasn't been sent in. It hasn't been sent. I haven't got it yet. I sent overnight. I paid overnight for overnight for you know, and overnight priority. You know, which was like $11 for priority. The lady got payment processed and everything, and then shipped it out. Like she said, Friday or Monday. The coroner's report. Nothing in my informed delivery yet, so I was like, "What the fuck?" So I'm blaming the U.S. Postal Service for being a slow ass organization now. I mean, literally, how long does it take to fucking send something 60 miles to me? From 60 miles from me, it doesn't take fucking 6 days to send it to me. You know.
Yeah. Do you know anything about Facebook?
No, I used to use Facebook. Yeah.
Like if you ain't friends with somebody, but
Yeah,
you still, but you still give them.
if you find someone on Facebook that you know, you can just add them as a friend.
Yeah, but I mean, if you ain't friends with them, but you send them a message, can they still read it?
Yeah, it goes into a different folder. It's like Instagram, you know. It goes into a folder.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I want to send my condolences to her, for her
I would.
daughter.
I would.
Yeah, she's I know she's hurting pretty bad,
Well, yeah, I'm still hurting for my sister, you know.
Right. Yeah, I talked to her after we broke up to her daughter, as friends, like for a couple years after we broke up, me and her mom.
Yeah.
So.
Either of you watch Riddle, the YouTuber?
No.
Never heard of him. Kim.
Yep.
Made a video probably 6 or 8 hours ago, and it was really good. It was telling about the history of our ancestors and stuff.
Yeah.
When he went all the way up to 2,500 generations and 385 million years back.
Well, like time warp.
Yeah. He was talking about all the languages you would have to know to talk to each set of whatever generation number it was and parallel to you. If you were a time traveler, what you would have to know to be able to communicate with them.
Yeah. I won't be a time traveler to to a nudist woman beach. Fake implants.
I've already been to a nudist beach like that, man.
Have you?
The boobs were fake. Yeah, they were. There's nude
Wow.
beaches in Tahiti, man.
I'll be going crazy there.
I like the bar. The swimming pool, the big swimming pool, and then you just swim up and be like, I'll have a drink, please, and they'll mix you up a nice cocktail, and you can drink it right there in the pool, and then you go swimming again, and you stick your head up, and you look down, and you can look down, and there's a beach, under below the pool, it like goes down, and then you see all these nude women, and the men, on the other hand, was not nice to look at, but the women were.
So where do they keep their money up on them?
In their purse.
Oh, they wear their purses while they're naked?
No, they keep the purse next to them. And they're on like
okay.
naked, and it was, it was nice. Tahiti.
Oh, okay.
You do know all those girls at Playboy, they had fake implants when they were Playboy of the Month. They all had implants.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Not that I would know anything about Playboy magazine. My mom taught me the birds and the bees that way. She says, here's a magazine.
One time I had a stepsister, and she got this house with her boyfriend, and I had to go over there to help him clean it up. And it was a friend of theirs that they was letting them rent. There was a shitload of fucking porno magazines and fucking this weird shit like lighters where it's fucking and just all kinds of crazy stuff. And I had to clean up all that shit with them. It was crazy. The dude who owned the place was like a sex addict.
Me and my husband, back then when we lived with my mother and another about 120 miles from here, we used to have HBO at night, and they had like a porn channel, and he'd be sitting there watching Beverly Hills Bordello, and he always liked sitting there, and I'd be like, what are you doing? He'd be like, woman, close the door. You don't need to see this. I'd be like, okay, close the door,
Yeah, I never seen a lighter like that though, where like you go to light it and it's like two people getting it on.
What I enjoyed was
oh wow! Did you keep the lighter?
What I enjoyed was I used to have
I didn't want to be. I was underage. If I would have guessed it.
Before I subscribed full time with Amazon, I'd get the 1 month free. And I'd look for stuff on Prime. They have porn on Prime too, so you could be like, "Oh yeah, I want some lesbian porn." So you can watch two girls like muff diving, watching it. It was just interesting. Amazon, they still do it. You put in like lesbian, and it'll be like rated R porn. So it's like, cool, I'll watch this porn.
Probably like a decade ago,
You type anything in, it'll come up.
Yeah.
What I thought was funny was my uncle.
Rule 34,
When my uncle was alive, he'd bring over his porn collection. It was all lady boys and female porn, and he'd be like sitting there watching it when my mom was sleeping, and then it'd be in the living room, and I'd come out and I'd be like, I'm gonna get some coffee or something. He'd be sitting there and be like, dude, what are you doing? She's got a nice pair of tits, but look at that dick. And I'm like, but you're married to me. It's entertainment. So when I moved out to my old place, he'd come out. He'd drive about 200 miles out to see me, and he'd be like, got my fucking porn right there. It'd be on the couch. Here's some money. Go get me a sandwich at Subway. Go get me a sandwich at McDonald's, whatever. Just leave me alone. Go to the liquor store, give me some Black Velvet. And he'd be drinking it and watching his porn. He's like, this is my porn time. That's why I'm here visiting you. It's porn time.
Wow.
I mean, literally, it was just funny as hell, Uncle was like that. He died a couple years ago.
Yeah, you done seen it all when you seen a lighter like that.
I have a coin in my safe that shows liquor. It says heads you win, tails you lose, and it shows heads and it's got a pair of tits. And then on the back side of the coin, it says tails you lose, and it shows a woman's ass.
Imagine a lighter when you go to strike it, it has two people getting it on. I found one of those in that house of my stepsisters one time. Me and my stepsister no more though, because her mom and my dad broke up. But just saying,
Chris, my mother taught me at 10 years old about the birds and the bees with Playboy and Penthouse magazine. So to me, I think I feel very special learning about it that way. I had Playboy magazine monthly. I had to keep it all hidden with my cousins coming around. One of my cousins is like, "Where's the porn magazines?" Under the bed. Oh, yeah, this one's got a nice pair of tits. I'd be like, yeah. Yeah. My aunts and uncles would never let my cousins be in my room because I had like my mom would buy double sets of Playboy magazine, one for collection and one for the posters, the centerfold posters. Did you hear about what happened to Playboy?
No.
So anyways, Playboy was a really good magazine till Hugh Hefner died. Then his wife decided to make it so Playboy could show women that was not naked anymore. She's like, oh, it's derogatory, right? So the guys, about 60% of the men unsubscribed overnight. They're like, we want to see titties and we want to see beaver. We don't want to fucking see them closed. So all of a sudden, the other 40% said, okay, we'll subscribe and see how this goes. Well, they've lost about 97% of their subscriber base when they put a post-op trans woman in there. The lady thought a trans woman is still a woman, right? So many guys turned around and said, look, you took away the porn side of it. You put a former dude in there. If we're going to jack off to a woman with a beautiful face, we don't want to know that the beautiful woman used to be a former dude. So fuck it. So they lost 99% of their subscriber base.
Oh, well.
To me, a former dude is always going to be a male because their chromosomes can never change.
Yeah.
It'd be like Mark sitting there and being like, oh, yeah, you're truly a woman. But in his head, he knows their chromosomes are male. So why treat them as a woman if they're, most men in this world want a real woman. They don't want a man who became a woman and says, oh, yeah, I'm a real woman. I can do everything a real woman can do, really. Can you give birth? Can you have periods?
If you're heterosexual, you're probably going to want a woman to stick with and not some dude who turned into a woman.
Well, here's another thing. How many men out there and genetic women love the Miss USA or Miss Universe pageant or Miss World pageant, right? And now they're basically saying they got to put former dudes in, right? The genetic women are like, no. Now they're basically slowing down on watching this. I mean, look at where they say trans women have to be accepted as real women, but look around. Trans women are basically taking away women's titles in sports. I say give them a trans woman sports and let it go.
It's discrimination for them to put them over y'all. Y'all are the real thing,
Look, I don't accept the trans community because, truthfully, Mark said.
What I'm saying is you get to choose. Now, a dude who sacrifices his sex to be something that can never be, I mean, why should that be of all concern when there's people like you who have real problems that can choose,
Well, let me put it to you this way. For example, I met a trans woman who had 4 kids, was married happily, and went to their wife one day and says, I can't live with you anymore. I have to be a woman. I have to have a dick in me. Now they're trying to force their kids to accept him as the mother. Kids are like, fuck you, you're our dad. They go around, dad, 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 and the new mom's throwing a fit. Like, I've had my face done, I've had my boobs done, I'm a real woman, you gotta accept me. No, they don't. Your kids, you produce those kids, they have the right to have a father. They don't have a right to, they don't accept you, it's because you're ramming it down their fucking throat. Look what you did to your wife. I can't be with you anymore, Melissa. I have to be with this guy. I'm in love with Mark. Just threw that out there. What happens? They have to have dick in them. And you know what? Most men that take a trans woman, Mark's probably sitting there going, uh-oh. They're the ones, the men that choose the trans women are the ones that get rejected by every other fucking genetic woman because they're fat or they smoke or they're overweight or they're disabled. So they choose the trans woman because they just want to be loved. Whereas the trans woman, they just want, well, I need a man who's got security and everything. I know so many men who became women to be taken care of. You see me, you know, I was talking to someone the other day on Guild Wars. They're sitting there and this guy sat there and he's like, well, if you come to me, I got to train you. I said, no, I am not taking training from you. I'm the commander. I'm in fucking charge. I will learn by my own errors. And if I don't learn from my own errors, you can fuck off. One of my guild mates and one that's buying me another legendary weapon said, you're a headstrong woman. You're damn straight I am. I don't need no dillhole telling me, oh, you got to do this and this and this. No, I don't need to. I'll learn. I've already learned 90% of the metas. There's only 10% I don't know, and I'll learn through either YouTube or studying through Wiki. Not through some guy saying, oh, well, you know, you need to learn from me. I don't take lessons from someone. I'm one of those that, you know, I had a guy the other day say to me, oh, yeah, we're doing this squad. Here, join. I don't join squads. Well, why don't you join squads? Because I don't give a shit. Well, why don't you give a shit? Because I command squads. I don't partake in squads. I command them. If I'm not the one wearing the commander's tag, fuck you. And I'll do what I want. And you're not going to tell me any differently. Well, eventually, Chloe said, hey, they're all pissed at you at this event because you killed these things which you need to finish feeding the boss. Oh, well, that's different. My sword, like, you down everything.
You know what I think, Rita?
What?
All this drama and that humans make will only make people half nihilistic.
You know, I can understand why, Chris, you don't like Guild Wars 2. I mean, to me, there's too many fucking freeloading bums in my guild that don't do shit. They're like, oh, yeah, I got to spend the next 1,000 hours not helping the guild. I need my legendary weapon. I mean, literally, they go and do their own thing. They don't do it. And then they say, oh, we could have done that for you, boss. Too late. I did it by myself and I got it done.
You see what I'm saying, though? All that drama makes people half nihilistic.
Yeah, well, I think that. And you know what I said to my guild the other day? I sat there one day in guild chat. You know the guild chat, Chris. You're part of the guild. And I said, does anyone realize that one day this digital game's going to be gone? And then what are you going to say when you're 60, 70 years old and you're wondering why you wasted your life away with that much of a game? You know, you wasted your life away and then the game went away. You spent so much money in it and buying all these things and getting what you want, and then it's gone. Then what are you going to do?
You know, I'm not going to do shit.
I mean, literally, they just said, well, we need to do something for entertainment now. And I'm like, whatever, dude. I'm not going to argue with you because I'm not arguing anymore, you know? I mean, literally, that was my answer, Chris. I was like, well, if you want to do that, that's your business. Fuck you, you know? And me, I'm tired of it, you know? Besides that, I got enough drama as is, you know? And what my drama is between you and I, brothers, I'm tired of these fucking lazy bums basically being like, you know, oh, well, the legendary weapon's what we need to work on.
Hey, great minds, there's a great divide.
There is a great divide. You know what I've learned about that game, Chris? I'll tell you exactly what I learned. You'll probably laugh at me for it. But this is the damn truth. They're all worried about those legendary weapons and doing everything for themselves. But one day they're going to turn around and realize the game, they wasted too much time on it. And then on top of that, they need to realize it's all about themselves and not about helping the. I mean, look at me. When you started, I provided all the gear you needed. I was like, don't worry about the price. It came out of my pocket. Don't worry about it. You're like, okay, cool. Whereas these people, they're so narcissistic. They're like, oh, we need to do our own thing. They're all narcissistic. It's all about themselves. And I just basically said, fuck it, I ain't dealing with it.
They're not just narcissistic, but maybe they're the full definition of a nihilist.
Yeah, I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
Don't
look
have
at
no morals or no regard for any fucking thing else. So they're gonna take your shit.
well, yeah. I mean, look at Chloe, for example. We play that game, and I'm sitting there minding my own business, doing something. I'm like, I'm doing a job on something and helping people out, and all of a sudden here, you better find me, or I'm not playing this game. I'm like, find you for what? What are you fucking bitching about this time? I got killed. You need to resurrect me. It's like, where are you? And then they leave, and they're like, I can't take this anymore. You didn't resurrect me. It's like, I didn't see you. You're a fucking blind son of a bitch. Fine, I'm a blind son of a bitch. Cool.
Yeah, Rita, you could have new people that infiltrate the guild for a couple weeks or months, and then they just take off with whatever they can get.
Well, I locked the guild vault, so they can't steal from us. I mean, I had one lady, she turned around the other day and she says, you demoted me as an administrator down to that. She said, why? I said, the vault's got plenty of money in it because one of our guild people are supplying money to rebuild the guild, make it bigger, give us more shops. Oh, and the fact my birthday money's in there that he provided. She's like, well, you don't trust me. Well, every time I log in to give the guild briefing of what we're doing that day, I checked the guild vault directly to make sure that the administrators didn't steal it. So far, they haven't, but I don't trust that,
Yeah.
And then Chloe, of course, she's dramatized like, oh, your sword's better than mine. No, it isn't. Your sword's better than mine. I mean, literally, mine may be a legendary, but mine's not better than hers,
Well, after a while, when we start playing Divinity, we want to take a vacation playing Divinity together,
Yeah.
That shit will be fun. If we know anybody else who can play too, that would be cool.
Yeah, well, I'm not offering to play with Chloe. Fuck it. Chloe can do her own damn thing. I'm not going to fucking,
We can play then.
I don't want to play with her anymore. I mean, she makes everything a drama.
I'll be a lizard man and you be whatever you want to be.
Yeah.
Sure, it's fucking hot today.
I don't know. It's about 66 degrees and a light breeze outside for me.
Oh, wow.
Probably like 90s or 80s here.
80s here too.
Well, I live on an island, so we're not having a heat wave, so it's pretty nice. And I like it.
I saw an article saying to wear black, it'll keep you cooler. Is that true?
No. White makes you cooler. Black makes it hotter.
White does?
Yeah.
The reflection off the white makes it hotter when it can heat you up.
Not really. I wear black and I overheat.
Okay.
Huh.
Yeah. So. Oh, I see we don't have any new comments. Kimberly said she's watching us on our big TV. Higgins' old boy left again. And Brian's not surfaced. Oh well. But you know how it is. I just can't believe Chloe threw fucking shit thinking, oh, the releasing info is about me. No, it isn't. It's about other things.
Jeez.
I mean, yeah, she likes to cause too much drama. Drives me fucking insane. Like, doesn't someone have a better thing than that, you know?
Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get me some popsicles.
Yeah. What do you think, Mark?
Yeah, I don't know, Rita. You know, I mean, I don't see how she can threaten people and get away with it. You know, I mean, that's hard to.
It's because here the state law is different.
Yeah. Well, you know, I hope she doesn't. You know, I mean, she assaults somebody. You know, she's going bye-bye.
I know, but you know what? She'll never assault anyone because she thinks intimidation's better than assault.
Right. Yeah, it's crazy. You
The
know?
only reason why let me see if I can get a good angle on this for a second. The only reason why she wanted to go shopping today, let me just see if I can do this. She didn't want to do all the dishes piled up right there.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, yeah, that's her entire mess. I've eaten ramen for so long lately that I just got one pot and a fork. It's like fork, pot cleaned, make my ramen, eat out of the ramen pot, and then clean the pot again and use it again. Last night, the entire apartment, I woke up literally almost choking, thinking I had too much smoke in my lungs, all because Chloe was cooking something and didn't open the windows. It was like she used excess amount of spices, and I was like, I opened the window, and she's like, "Hey, I'm sorry." I'm like, "I'm cooking, you know, and I needed my spices." Well, whatever it is, the place smells bad, and it smells like it's a fire hazard with all the shit that she put in whatever she was cooking.
Wow.
Got cream of chicken soup.
It's like that one day she cooked bacon, and she cooked the bacon on high, and the entire pan scorched. It took me like 2 hours to clean the bacon pan because she wouldn't scrub it. It was like pitch black. It was like, dude, you don't cook bacon on high, you know? I mean, that just tells you don't know how to cook. You know?
Jeez.
Hi.
Yep, there's the bunny.
He's just sitting there happy as happy can be. He's a good one. So, yeah, you know, I couldn't believe today. It felt weird because, you know, I was like doing my Bible for 4.5 hours, Mark. And he's like, when are you going to get to your bath? I need a shower. And it's like, dude, it's been 10 days. The water's going to be black. When I get in there, it's going to be black. It was black. You know, well, how long are you going to be? And all of a sudden, it's like, oh, I'm going to walk the dog and go to the store. And then she throws a fit about, you know, her, you know, that info. Well, I need to know it's my life if I'm going to jail. I mean, we all know they're not gonna press charges against her. So what's the fucking point of even saying anything?
Yeah.
It's like she just wants to be a fucking drama queen. You know what Dad said to me the other day? It was the funniest thing. Dad and I were talking the other day, and Dad said, "You know, she's got ODD, oppositional defiance disorder." I said, "Yeah," and that means she's truly not a woman. A woman would clean. She wants to be taken care of. So last night I said to Dad, you know, maybe God will be generous to her. Instead of sending her to hell to learn a lesson, she wants to be taken care of like a good princess that she is. Maybe God will make her someone's pet dog, female dog, and be like, here's your belly rub, here's your food, and here's your water. Enjoy yourself and be taken care of.
So what sex does she prefer, men or women?
She likes. I don't know what she likes. She doesn't say anything to me. She's always, I don't know. I mean, half the time when we had our old place, we had in the bedroom. She'd be in there with. She'd be watching that animated stuff, like animated, cartoons where there's anime girls, and she'd be whacking off. Hold on.
Oh.
Hello. Okay.
Oh, how much better?
Okay. I said we could get chicken or we could wait on chicken. I just wanted to know what the price is. Yeah, that's what I was going to use. Yeah, I'm going to have salad on the side. No, I like strawberries myself with a little bit of cream. Strawberries and cream. Yeah, I'd love to have some fresh strawberries. But maybe they're on sale. I'll get some strawberries and get some heavy cream. Pour it in, have strawberries and cream when you get home. Damn. Well, I don't like raspberries. I like strawberries. So you're saying there's only one place that has it? Did you ever go to the other store or you just went to King's? Yeah, okay. Yeah, and you could probably swing by there and get the milk too. So are you getting anything that I requested there at the All right. Okay, so you want me to get off the phone and wait for you to call me back? I said it was whole chicken. Whole chicken. Oh yeah, chicky gravy. If I wanted a whole chicken, roasted chicken or whatever, Yeah. The bacon, I believe, is at the marketplace. All right, call me when you get there. Oh, don't forget my dip. Bye bye. Calls me up and says, "Everything. I'm at the one grocery store. Everything seems to be so expensive. I'll go check the other one." It was like, you want me call? You want to call me back? Blah 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 blah. It's like, you never shut up. Oh, I'm at strawberries are so expensive. Strawberries are not expensive. It's just how you perceive it. She doesn't want me having strawberries because to her, strawberries are nasty. I mean, look, you wash them, you cut them up into little rounds, and you serve them with cream.
Oh yeah.
My mom used to have me make that for her for breakfast when she was dying. Strawberries and cream or raspberries and cream. She loved it. Boy, I can't even get cream. It's like. The other day, I told her white sharp cheese. What'd she get me? Yellow sharp cheese. Paid like $20 for a block. I was like, no, I wanted white sharp cheese. Instead, I'm with yellow sharp cheese. Cheese. Told her to clean the fridge. Won't do it.
Wow.
mean, literally, I sent her with a list. You guys saw me write the list and send it to her. She was throwing a fit at the time. You know, I should ask her a question, call her back. Did she contact the sheriff? You know,
Yeah.
call the sheriff directly on, or talk to her about that one thing, too, her case when she's there. And talk about that harassment, Joe Gill. Yeah, literally. Hey, I have 2 questions for you. Did you ever swing by the sheriff's office like you were saying you were going to? Don't forget it. If you were curious about your own case and your own well-being, you can always inquire about it. They can't because it's up to the prosecuting attorney. Well, I don't know. You can always find out and let me know. So they won't tell me anything. Well, that's what I just said. Yeah, but you can always check on it if you're that worried. Anyways, I said if we have whole chicken, if we have whole roasted chicken, yes. Otherwise, skip it. No, no thanks. So, all right, bye-bye. Oh, I don't want to go to the sheriff because they might just tell me I'm under arrest there. The prosecuting attorney makes the decision. They have half chickens. The chicken gravy is for the whole chicken. If there is no whole chicken, you don't buy a chicken gravy. And what the fuck? She knows my instructions. How stupid is she? Oh, there's a chicken girl. She spent $26 and got 2 pounds of sockeye salmon for herself.
Yep.
You know, I should have said you could have got it cheaper at the fish market down on the waterfront. There's this company that has a little building. It's off the side of the harbor near the yacht club, and they sell. It's a fish market. And they sell fresh fish and crab every day. She could have got her fish there cheaper instead of buying it from the grocery store.
You like filet of fish from McDonald's?
No, I like the fish sandwiches from the pub down the street. Hey, Mark,
Oh, okay.
did I ever tell you the story about my fish sandwich the other day?
I don't think so.
The other day, I sent Chloe to get me a fish sandwich. She brings it home, puts it on a plate. I'm like, okay, I put the plate on the chair, turned around, and I was like, okay, Gildies, I'm going to be back in about 30 minutes. I got to eat my dinner. Turned around, looked, and I was like, Chloe didn't take my fish sandwich. She doesn't like tartar sauce. So I look on the floor, and there's Poppy.
Oh,
Happy ate it.
I was like, no! I was like my husband, no!
what? How much? How much was it?
$20.
Damn.
So then, then I looked at him and I'm like, no treat for 6 weeks. He's like, 3 days before that, I was like, well, Gildies, I gotta go. I got this half-pound hot dog. It's on a plate. I bought those half-pound hot dogs, I think, or quarter-pounders, these ones. And it's still good. They are. I need different quality. Anyways, let me see. Doesn't say when they expire. Oh, yeah, they do. August 7th, right? So these are still good, right? These are Nathan's or Hebrew National. These are the big ones. See? Quarter pounders.
Yeah.
Anyways, had one of those on a bun. Getting ready to eat it. Son of a bitch took that. It was the first thing he stole. Took a hot dog and the bun all together and ate it. I told my cousin Jenkins he sent him some dog food. I'm like, you don't reward the dog for stealing my fucking hot dog. Well, then about a week after Moppy, which reminds me to do this, watch this. This is a power of suggestion. Watch this. Then a week later, he takes my stuffed jalapenos with hot sauce and he steals 3 of those off my plate.
Dang.
Just calling to give you a suggestion real quick. Stuffed jalapenos. All right, bye-bye. So he steals the stuffed jalapenos and looks. After that, I was like, I mean, it reminds me of that time I said to my hubby, I got to use the toilet. Keep an eye on my food. I turned around and came back, and I had a plate of 5 Johnsonville Monterey Chipotle brats, and the little shit ate them all. My dog sat there going, "Hey, Mom, your brats were stolen by Moppy." And I was like, so my husband had to go get me a pizza that night, and the next day he went and bought every Chipotle brat they had at Walmart. And then a few months later, my husband made a great Christmas dinner. I think it was Christmas dinner. And he turns around, he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm ready to go," and next thing you know, he stole my fucking prime rib, my husband's prime rib. That was it. Moppy never got that. Mark disappeared for some reason. Got kicked off, I think. So I don't trust the little bastard anymore when it comes to stealing.
Heard that.
Yeah. Didn't get a package either. No package, no mail today. Kind of sucks. Hoping for the coroner's report, but that ain't coming today. Gotta wait till tomorrow, Yeah, son of a bitch steals, So, what happened to Marky? Oh, well. Oh, there he is. Mark, he got kicked out. So, like I said, then the last time he stole when hubby was alive was hubby's prime rib slab. After that, Daddy was not happy and was like, Daddy and I had new plans, so we didn't get stolen from. That prime rib slab cost him 3 months of no snacks. Blizzard got all the snacks. So what's up, Mark?
No, tonight was a nice day today here in Ohio. Yeah.
When you were talking, I was looking like, is that a black tooth or a tooth with a hole in it or something all the way over there? It looked like it was like a rotten tooth or a hole in it or something.
Oh, my cigarette.
Oh. Yeah. What are you doing, Chris? I guess he muted himself, or did Chris fall asleep? Sometimes Chris falls asleep on us.
Yeah, he might have.
You hear me?
Yeah, barely.
Okay.
Or he's probably sitting on the shitter and he's like, gotta take his.
Yeah, I'm looking through Instacart. To see what I want to buy.
Looking for what to buy?
Looking through Instacart app to see what I want to buy from the grocery store.
I wouldn't want to spend anything at the grocery store. I'm too stingy when it comes to buying stuff, I'm one of those that I have certain things I like. Give me my milk, my coffee, I'm good to go. Strawberries and cream sound really good. You know why I want to get some strawberries too, right, Mark? Besides strawberries and creams for myself, you know what else is good with strawberries?
What?
It's one of Ebony's favorite treats. Give him a strawberry and he loves you for a long time.
Huh.
Yeah, you didn't know that? Rabbits love strawberries. No, don't worry. You're not going to get hurt. See? Rabbits like strawberries. Come here.
Yeah.
See, you're going to sit on my hand this way so you don't turn me. Oh, you were eating, weren't you? What were you eating, dude? Look at that nose. Isn't he just adorable?
Yep.
Chris?
What's up?
I said, isn't he adorable?
Yeah. I was
Don't
looking at
tear Mama's arm up with his claws. He needs to get his claws trimmed again.
Do you run him? Do you let him run loose there?
Well, yeah, when Moppy's outside on his walk, he gets to be run around. Don't cheat a fat boy. But then he just sits on the floor and looks at me like, "Can I have my cage again, Mama?" Don't you?
Yeah.
There you go. Go on in. I gotta clean my thing. He just tore my arm up a bit, so I gotta clean that real quick. His claws need to be cleaned, trimmed. They charge like $5 to trim him. It's not bad.
Yeah.
So, anyways, yeah. So yeah, I told Chloe, suggestion jalapeno stuffed jalapenos. I'll take it under advisement. Click. She doesn't like getting any suggestions,
All right.
You're gonna suggest something, she'll be like, "I'll take it under advisement." Click.
Huh.
It's like, are you really gonna take it under advisement? I'll take it under advisement. Click. You know how it is. I'll tell you what, that Italian sausage raviolis is really good, Mark. I highly recommend it.
What is it?
What is it? What is it?
Okay, yeah, I have that.
You have this one, overstuffed Italian sausage.
Yeah.
I bet you paid a premium for it.
No, actually, I think it was like $1.
I paid $13 free shipping on Amazon, and I got 12 of them. Couldn't complain
Oh, okay, yeah.
Couldn't complain about that price, man.
Yeah, that stuff's good. I usually eat it with bread and butter.
I like some garlic bread. That's something I should be telling her about. A little bit of garlic bread. I should call that. Tell her I want a loaf of bread. And, it's a French bread or a baguette and garlic bread. That might be good.
Garlic bread's good.
Yeah, get some fresh garlic. Garlic bread. Got butter already.
I'm tired.
So where are you at? I was gonna say maybe you could swing by. You're going to the marketplace. Maybe you can find a loaf of long loaf of French bread, maybe, and some garlics, and I can make garlic bread or garlic salt, something. Go with dinner tonight. Yeah, I have butter. If they don't have that, we can always get a couple boxes of Texas toast. All right, bye-bye. All right, bye-bye. Again, stupid as hell, Mark. Oh, you got the butter? Oh, you got butter? Okay, I don't really like butter, but I'll use butter for you. Oh, you want garlic too? We'll have to figure something out. Well, you can't find a French loaf bread there, and you can't find a baguette. Then just go with a couple boxes of frozen Texas toast. You've had that the Texas toast thing, right? Those frozen ones.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like garlic bread type. But her, she's too damn stupid. I mean, literally, you tell her one thing, she'll be like, "What? Texas toast? Oh, yeah, okay." And then she'll forget about it. Just like the milk. The other day, she forgot about the milk.
Yeah. Hey, Reed, I'm gonna have to let you go. My battery's running low. I got
Yeah,
charging.
all right. You take care, man.
All right, you too. I'll talk to you later.
Yep. Chris,
All right, bye-bye.
what about you, man? Huh? Still with me, Chris? He's not with me. I'll check in a second. I got 2 entries left in the spreadsheet, and I got to do a countdown. Oh, Chris left too. Guess he had a brain fart as well, man. We're talking about Texas toast. Well, anyways, guys, I'm almost done for today's spreadsheet. Anyways, because Chris disappeared, I am almost done for the day, and I can call Dad. It would be good because it's almost 6 o'clock there, and I can find out about his car and talk to him for a minute about Chloe. You know. And then I'll do a countdown real quick, you know. There. And the last one for today. And Chris, you know how to contact me. Kimberly, I'm surprised you haven't asked to be on StreamYard again, girl. Yeah, I'm glad you're having Miller time, by the way. I would love to have some Miller time myself, but you know what? Ain't gonna happen for me, dude. You know, I had to slow down on drinking. If you didn't know, it wasn't doing good for me. As for a loaf of bread and some wine, do sacrament, didn't work. You know. Hold on a sec. That's Chris. Hello. Yeah, I was about to log off anyway, so you know, I was just talking, thinking you were still around. So you know. No, Mark just decided to leave due to his battery was going dead. Battery went dead. So, you know, it's all good, man. What about you? What's your plan? Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, no. Farmers here make their own drinking yogurt. Yeah, so, you know, I got 3 people watching, but, you know, that's it. So, you know how it is. So give me a second. Please add, subscribe, everyone. Please post comments, leave feedback, suggestions, like, subscribe buttons, host funding for your family, including your dogs, cats, your bunnies, service dogs. Thanks for watching. God bless you and everything you do. And